Hey boos, in this video, I give commentary based on my opinion. Nothing is to be taken as factual. We are just here to have conversation. We don't expose and we don't sip tea on this channel. I'm giving you real talk straight, no chaser. Let's see if you can handle it.
Cause I'm a boss. I haven't done anything for you to be proud of.
Of course you have. You are marrying a man who can support you.
I do apologize for my tardiness. I know y'all was probably dragging me before this live start, but it's okay. I deserve it. So today, I've been real excited about this. real excited. So let's just go ahead and get into it. You know, low key, this live, it may be 4 hours. It may be up there. Because this is a deep dive. So we have a red pillar by the name of David Cooley. He goes by the name of Fugazi. Now, I believe he is using the slang term Fugazi, which is a slang term that means something is fake or broken beyond repair, fake or damaged, not genuine. So he has this podcast here on YouTube. It's called the No Fugazee Podcast. And I told y'all that Red Pill is their whole mission. And to be honest, I don't know what their real mission was. Yet Fugazi, because you know, I'm not even gonna get into that. We'll get into that here in a sec. But I just wanted to make it known that Red Pill to me is a bunch of weirdos who can't get access to women, who come online to lower the self-esteem of women so that they can get easier access. So when a man lowers a woman's self-esteem, it's like, ladies, you get in free before 11 at the club, okay? It's so that the club can benefit off of women being in their club, which will give men the impression that they have access to women when they really don't. But it gives them the impression that they have access to women. So when men come online and they try to lower your self-esteem, it's basically saying, like, let me reduce the price so I can get access. So when you lower your self-esteem, you're lowering the way that men can get access to you. That's really it. Okay. So it's like free before 11 at the club. You know, all ladies get in free before 11 at the club. When these men be on these podcasts, they be calling themselves red pillars and things like that. They're lowering your self-esteem so they can get easy access. All right. That is what red pill is. You don't need to know anything else outside of that, because that's really all that matters. Okay. So let's get into this David Cooley. He started popping up on my For You page on TikTok, and he gave me the ick because y'all know I grew up predominantly in a white neighborhood. So like the black boys I went to school with, they were kind of outcasted, especially the ones that bloomed later in life. They could have been super skinny, scrawny. They could have not have been like fit in with the cool crowd, or they could have been the also like the athlete star of the school. So they got a lot of praise for being the star athlete and things like that. And so black girls at our school, really, we saw these type of men as corny, or these type of boys as corny. So like once we would give them a hard time, then they would go over to the other side, which is, you know, the palm color side, because they felt like they were easier and they could get easy access to those women, which a lot of times that was the case, because I'm sorry, but Becky's mama was getting her birth control at like 14, 15 years old. My mama wasn't out here getting me no damn birth control at no 14, 15 years old. My mama be asking questions like, what you need birth control for? at 14, 15 years old. But with them, it's different. Like there were girls that I went to school with that was getting on birth control at like 12 years old, so that type of stuff was normal for them. So it's interesting how this whole thing is kind of playing out, because David Cooley is just your typical reject that got taller, became an athlete, and all of that shit just went to his head. And so now here we are. So let's get into it. He recently went viral because of this clip. Let me see if I can find it, because I have a folder on my desktop. See, we haven't gotten to Saint in the Center, but I have a feeling he's going to be next. He's going to come up very soon. Okay, I think, yeah, he went viral for this.
Hey, women just don't qualify for the top tier men, and that is...
Okay, wait. Not that one. It was this one.
Girls that are modern don't qualify for the top tier.
I know I did not download the same video. Wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. I know I didn't do that. Ain't no way. Hold on, wait a minute. I really thought it was this one.
Hey, women just don't qualify for the top tier men, and that is the truth.
Do you believe you're a top tier man? By what standard?
I'm 6'4", only about what? 8% of the entire world is 6'4". I make well over 100K a year, and I'm black at that if you add that on. So just if we're speaking about those figures, the things that women are attracted to, I'm not going to toot my own horn, but I'll let you do the math.
Hold on, before we go, what's your math saying?
The conversation and the words that are coming out of the mouth of someone like you, I would never consider top tier. A top tier man is also a man that is extremely desirable by way of his character. A top tier man is a man.
I just want to say this, because you could never be top tier if you are going to be out here embarrassing women publicly. You will never be seen as top tier whatsoever. I'm gonna tell you that now, because any woman in her right frame of mind that's not desperate and has low self-esteem would never deal with a man that would publicly embarrass her. So a top tier man is very similar to a top tier woman. Privacy, not secrecy. Privacy is valuable. And you can't be top tier and have all your business out here on social media. Like, I'm sorry, somebody needs to say that. No one can be top tier when all your business is out here on Front Street.
And who displays a certain level of intellect that allows him to consider other people. A top tier man, they lead with love, not with dictatorship, right? They don't want to control their woman. They want to gently lead their woman. A top tier man creates space for a woman to feel good about herself. A top tier man supports the dreams and the ideas of a woman. A top tier man prioritizes a woman. A top tier man is in leadership and working as hard as he is to give the woman the life of her dream.
And with all that stuff that you just said, that was just womanese talk.
Womanese is also 6'4", black, attractive. I don't know too many.
Now, I tried to tell y'all that these men don't be getting the panties. I tried to tell y'all this. I told y'all that they was the weirdos. Listen, I grew up around boys. I have two brothers. They have friends. I've heard certain conversations. Then not only that, 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", it's just, you can tell that he hangs around white women. You could tell he hangs around non-black women, because height, really? Height? That's it? Okay, let's run with it. But I try to tell y'all that they don't get the panties. They don't get the panties wet. They don't know what that experience is like. When you are around men who actually get panties and they get the panties wet and they do it effortlessly, they don't have these type of conversations. I tried to tell y'all that. I've been trying to tell you that, because being around men, and because I was the only girl and my brother's friends would be around, my older brother's friends would be around, you just knew. You know what I mean? Like, you just knew. It was the energy that they carried. And I'm not talking about thug this, thug that. My brothers are not thugs, and they don't have thug friends. You know what I'm saying? But they knew how to get girls, though. They knew how to get girls, and the girls would chase them. And I saw how they operated and how smooth they were with it. And these men didn't give that energy to me. They never got that type of action, or they never got that type of attention, which is why they're so angry, which is why they're so mad. And they look at simping as like this bad thing, but like, when a man really wants you, he is going to simp, because how else is he going to get your attention? How else is he going to get access to you? Simping can be something as simple as giving a woman a compliment, but how else are you going to truly get her attention? And so a lot of these men get exposed for quote unquote simping, but how else were you going to get that girl? How else? By telling her she ain't shit, she a single mama, and she's only for recreational use and all of this stupid shit? No, like, you're going to tell her sweet nothings. That's what you're going to lie to her. You're going to simp hard, because that's the only way she would ever give you the time of day. So when these men would come online and they would say this stuff, I'm just like, are you gay? Because that's the only way it would make sense. It's like, do you even like women? Because that's the only way it would make sense to me. Because a woman, when you're trying to approach her, you want to turn her on. You don't want to turn her off. And so a lot of the conversation online, especially in the red pill, when it was about giving game and how you can mac on a woman and all of this stuff, it would really run women off. It would not actually attract a woman. And that's what was just throwing me off, y'all. It was just throwing me off. Like, this whole red pill, high value this, high value that. It was just a bunch of bullshit to me. Because I'm like, if you really got it like that, you don't have to nearly give as many rules as you think. Like, all you have to have is some charm, some personality, some wit, some intelligence about yourself. It doesn't really take all of this. But I could tell that you never got that. Like, you never had that experience. You never got the panties. You don't even know what it's like to have foreplay. You don't know what it's like to really get the panties wet. So you have to go through all of these rules. You have to create these rules to get the girl. And it really doesn't take all of that.
Women in my circle who desire a 6'4" man still wearing braids.
Yeah. Why is he wearing braids? I don't get it. The hands, they be throwing me off. I'm gonna say this too. The men that be tall, like, y'all be tall, y'all be like, oh, I'm tall, I'm 6'4", Some of y'all be having them chicken legs, and that really be bothering me. As a girl that has very strong legs, and I'm tall as well, you need to do some squats. You need to do some RDLs. You need to do something. Okay, start doing some lunges or something like that. Because y'all be out here, be like, I'm tall, with chicken legs. I cannot stand that, y'all. I cannot stand to see a tall man with chicken legs. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. Since we talking, you want to be top tier, you want to be high value, get rid of the chicken legs. Okay, I'm tired of seeing that. I could tell y'all just go to the gym, y'all just bench press, and then y'all go home. Or y'all pick up some dumbbells, y'all do a little cardio, and then you go home. And your arms never match your legs, and it really drives me insane. It does. It drives me insane. You need to do some squats, because it should not be like that at all. And I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Let me pull it up. Was it this one?
Putting my man's shoes so he can't.
Hey, babe, you see my shoe anywhere? I'm missing a shoe.
No, but I can help you look.
Wait. Yo, my shoe right.
Look at the calves, y'all. Is that giving top tier? That ain't giving top tier. Because a top tier man, he doesn't just bench press. He doesn't. He works on his lower frame as well. His lower frame is important to him, not just the top frame and that's it. Y'all need to get in the gym and stop playing, because some of y'all be playing, clearly. All right? Your calves should not be looking like that at all. That is unacceptable for you to be 6'4" with braids, and that's how your calves look. Come on now.
Right there.
No, it's not.
How'd you fit my shoe in there? Wait, they're literally this stretchy?
Yeah, they're my glow mode leggings.
I need my shoe.
But I put them in there so that you can't leave. I don't want you to leave.
No, I gotta
Just
go,
stay
baby
home
girl.
with me.
I gotta go. Let's get these up out of here so Big Daddy can go.
Do y'all not see how corny this is? And I told y'all, these were the black boys that I went to school with that black girls didn't like, because they didn't know how to interact with us. Or they would say some weird shit or do some corny something. It was just a turn off. And so now we're the black bitches that they hate when really they were awkward as fuck, if we're being completely honest. And then they had to go to the other side where culturally there's a difference, and culturally that corny shit is acceptable. That's what this is. Case closed. That's exactly what this is. But let's continue. Because you see how like what? Like y'all, what is the reason for this? I don't get it. Like, what is the reason? What is the purpose? Hiding his shoe in your pants, and this is content?
Thank you, ma'am. I mean, they is pretty stretchy. I'd stay if I could squeeze inside them. Hey.
Is it really us, y'all? Is it really us?
Hey, babe, so this little joint I had slid in my DM. She want link tonight. I know we had movie night and everything planned, but
Go.
you sure?
Go.
You sure?
Enjoy your
Okay.
Go.
You're so nice. All right, thank you.
Literally have to go. Our reservations are in 5
Oh,
minutes.
babe, you're not gonna believe it. This bad joint finally hit me up. She got a babysitter and she want a link.
Yes. Go.
Go?
Yes.
Okay, I'm
go.
gonna go. I'm gonna
go. I'll see you when you get home. What you eat
We
leftover.
can't kiss. I'm gonna be kissing her, so I don't want to kiss.
Yeah, makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah.
Hey, babe, can you pull over real quick?
Yeah, of course.
Remember that girl I met at the club the other night with the fat booty?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, with the fat one, right? Yeah. So
You know what this remind me of? This remind me of Kevin Hart. When he started tap dancing for the Caucasians and he stopped being funny. That's what this remind me of. It remind me of Kevin Hart. This is not funny. This is not funny at all. This is not funny. This is not funny. This is not it. This is giving Kevin Hart. When he, like his last stand-up, I'm like, ooh, who is laughing at this? It gotta be them, it gotta be the other community. Cause it definitely ain't us. This is just so corny to me.
she want a link tonight, and can you drop me off at her crib?
Yeah, of course. What's the address?
Remember, she live on Main Street.
Oh,
yeah, we
yeah,
was there
okay.
before when you dropped me off.
All right.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Just call me when you're done.
All right, I appreciate. I love you, baby.
Love you too.
Okay. I just wanted to give y'all a back story. I wanted y'all to see all of this because this was weird too. I just didn't get it.
Water park with my man.
Okay. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and move on. Let's go ahead and let's just move on. I guess that was supposed to be funny too. I don't know. I have no idea. All right. So let's see. What else do we have here? And then he spoke on modern women as well. Let's get into this.
Girls that are modern don't qualify for the top tier men usually. That's just a fact.
I disagree.
No, they qualify for recreational.
Now, listen. I'm assuming this man thinks he's top tier because he keeps speaking for top tier men. That's all I'm gonna say. He keeps speaking for top tier men, so I'm assuming he thinks he's top tier.
Use only. They'll smash those single moms. They'll smash those chicks in the club and stuff. Them up. You got no ring. You got no treatment because you don't qualify, man. These niggas lie to you. Like I said, get rich. You lie to people that to living. You tell the truth to people that want to be told the truth to. You tell the truth to people that want to be lied to. I don't care about going broke. I'm here to tell the truth. You for the top tier men, and that is the truth.
Okay. I'm mad. You know what I'm mad about? I'm mad that the internet gave this man so much conviction, so much power, like so much importance. Like, why is he important? I just don't understand. Like, why people see him as so important. Okay. So now that we got the little background story on this man, he married we'll just get into the back. I'll let this man explain it, but here we go. Oh, wait. Let me show you something else. Hold on. Let me show you something else. Before I show you this, let me show you something else, because this is highly important, because this is what he was known for. He said single mothers are for recreational use. And I think that is important to state. But let me see. Wait, is it this one? Yeah, here it is. Let me share my screen so you can see him in action, because this is so important.
But you still make poor decisions with your power. So when I see a single mom, right, I see a woman that made all the wrong choices and only prioritized how she feels. She's selfish.
Will you ever date a single mom?
I mean, single moms need love too. They can get a little recreational use only sometimes.
Wow. You believe that single moms are damaged? Are damaged goods?
Well, damaged goods. I believe that. I mean, she just said it right there. What'd she say?
That she believes that single moms are damaged.
Well, she just said yes, that single moms are damaged goods.
Listen, I got you. Listen, single moms, to answer your question directly, like I said,
I don't think it's a bad thing.
Recreational use only.
No.
Do you guys know?
Are you serious?
Recreational use only. Especially if you up in your ages in your 30s. Recreational use only.
Do you mean like hit it and quit it?
Recreational
use only, meaning you won't use any for sex. That's it.
Recreational.
Is that single mother?
Hey man, you.
All right. Enough of that. So how old do you think this woman that he's with is? Because I was on her TikTok or their TikTok.
So about a week ago, I actually lost one of my real diamond stud earrings. It was very tragic. We're not going to talk about it. But in the meantime, I wanted to get a more affordable, pair. And these are moissanite 4-prong earrings. I haven't opened them yet, so we're going to open them together. And to the naked eye, moissanite is supposed to look like a diamond. Wow.
Somebody says she's 64. Come on, be real.
Stop.
Y'all got to stop. How old do you think this woman is? 34 to 37. That sounds about right. I say 34, 37.
Look at the sparkle. You guys, I am surprised right now because I knew they would look like diamonds, but I didn't think they would look like this close. So clear.
That's what he doesn't have. He doesn't have sex appeal. Thank you so much for saying that. He doesn't have sex appeal. He doesn't know how to seduce a woman. That's how you could tell if a man gets the panties, get the booty or not. Men who, there's an energy that a man carries that truly knows how to seduce a woman. And these men that be online giving other men advice, they don't carry that energy. They don't. Now, of course, they're going to get a lot of attention online because some women can't see that. They just see the surface level. Oh, he's 6'4", he has braids, he has a beard. And the girls are so desperate. I just got to be honest. Some of y'all be desperate as hell. Y'all just be so impressed and so infatuated with a tall man with a beard. But he does not actually carry the energy where he can seduce a man. Like, he's the type of man where he wouldn't know to give you foreplay, or he wouldn't know how long he should give you foreplay to truly turn you on, or he wouldn't even know how to truly seduce you to get turned on when it comes to foreplay. Like, there are steps, and it's like he's that type of guy where he doesn't have that much experience. He's the type of guy where you could tell he probably most likely got majority of his game from corn, and he learned what to do based off of corn, but not based off of experience. Like, there's just a certain energy that comes with men that are just more experienced, and they're not watching corn to get the experience because they're getting the panties. And so when they get the panties, they learn. And I hate to say it, for some of them, they start very young. That's just me being real. But it's it's the energy that they carry, and it's how they're able to seduce women with little to no real effort. But these other ones, I just don't get it. Okay, so let's get into how he was exposed. Let's pull it up.
Fellas, this is why I tell y'all got to be careful about where y'all get y'all relationship / life advice from these guys on this fucking internet, on these podcasts and shit. Because yesterday I made a video about that Fugazi Cooley dude or whatever, talking about being a top tier man. I always kind of knew dude was a little buddy. But yeah, so here's the clip, and then I'll show you why.
Don't qualify for the top tier men, and that is the truth.
Do you believe you're a top tier man? By what standard?
I'm 6'4", only about what? 8% of the entire world is 6'4". I make well over 100K a year, and I'm black at that if you add that on.
That's why he said that. That's why he talked the way he talked. That's why he thinks he's a top tier man, because he's 6'4".
Now listen, I did some research. The brown baby girl here, she is from his previous relationship. He has full custody of her, okay? And I believe that the mother is black. And then he ended up with this woman over here where they share a baby together, and she's also currently pregnant. So he's impregnated her back to back, twice, back to back. And then she has 2 older kids from a previous relationship.
And black. This is why. He's the trinket. He's the fetish. But this is the dude that y'all follow, fellas. This is the rhetoric that y'all subscribe to from hypocrites. A black man.
Yes, let me make it also known they're not married. So he's just impregnating her. He's breeding her out. He's breeding her out. We got to start calling it what it is. He's breeding her out.
Playing stepdaddy to some white kids with a single mother who was a BBL Becky. Mind you, getting her knocked up because she's currently pregnant, not even married to her. They've been together since
He called her a BBL Becky. I'm so done.
2017, and has yet to put a ring on her finger.
No ring.
When you've been waiting for and think everything is a proposal.
So Christmas is a...
Y'all, that is some dusty. That is so dusty to me. This is giving clearance. This is so dusty to me. That is just... And it's not like this girl is like 18. It's not like she in her early 20s, even late 20s. It's not like he didn't already impregnate her at least once. And you playing around like that, that tells me everything I need to know.
Corner, and since we got a little mixed baby here, we're gonna see which Santa he chooses. We got a black Santa,
And I have the white ones.
and let's see which one he chooses. Same time, don't cheat.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Which one are you gonna pick?
Like, all the boxes were checked. Cringy interracial couple content. She's begging.
Y'all, that's so problematic. That is so problematic. Oh my God. And then we, as black women, we always get a bad rep because they always like to scapegoat us like we are jealous. But it's like, that's some weird that is some weird shit. So now you accepted that you are the fetish, and now your kids are the fetish? So y'all just had some fetish babies? Like, is that what we're doing? Okay.
To be proposed to.
If they like it, y'all, I love it. I'm not gonna. If they like it, if they like it, I love it. I just don't want your weird ass kids around my niece though, confusing her about what's important in life. Because being mixed, that's not really important. It's a part of your identity, but outside of it being like some type of status symbol or something, that's just weird to me. I just don't want you to be mingling with my kids. You get what I'm saying? Like, keep your kids over there, because I already know how y'all are raising them to think that they're above black people with that type of mentality. So I don't like it. I don't like it. And then that's the reason why we label them preferences or exoticals, is because a lot of y'all were raised with that mentality. It's not that we don't want to like you. It's just, that's how y'all be acting. Like, that's how y'all be acting. It's like, girl, you being mixed don't mean nothing to me. And some of y'all still not cute. Like, that's just me being real. Like, some of y'all are all right. Y'all not all of that, but y'all be trying to make it seem like because you're mixed, you're better. Okay. I mean, I know some black girls that can eat your ass up, but that's just my opinion. They just be trying to make it seem like the whole mixed thing just puts them above other people. It really don't. It just means you're mixed, sis. That's it. Or bro, male or female. That's it. So let's just be honest about that.
She's a single mother. All of these things that he tells you in clips like this.
As a single mother, do you believe you deserve a man in the top percentile?
I'm able to do everything else, whether or not I have a baby or not. I still can be a great wife.
Yeah, listen, single moms, recreational use only.
I just want y'all to see that. Do y'all see the women on this show? Do you see the women that he is interviewing? They don't have a high level of self-esteem. And so he's able to reduce their self-esteem more. So then some weirdo out here can get access to them easier. That's all this is about. I just want to make that known that if you don't learn nothing from this video, a lot of men get in your head and they call it tough love and keeping it real just so you can lower your defenses, just so they can get access to you. I had a man tell me in front of my friend, oh, you need to loosen up. You need to loosen up. And it's like, no, you're trying to break me so that you can get easy access to me. I'm not stupid. Like, I'm not dumb. You're intimidated by the fact that I am strong-minded and that I'm not impressed by your little game that you play. And you think that I'm going to be easier or you'll have a better chance at having access to me if I was to just lighten up a bit. But I don't like you. Like, that's what it really was about. I don't like you. I think you're corny and I think you're too, like, this man was older and I'm like, you're corny and you're too old to be playing games like this. And then you're treating me like I'm a 25-year-old or a 23-year-old. It's just weird to me. It's corny. It's corny. So they get mad. And then y'all, I be out here dating the 40-year-olds and they always hit me with that young lady. And I have to smirk a little bit. I'm like, oh, he thinks I'm younger than what I am. Okay, like I'm gonna use that to my advantage. But it's like the only reason why they do that, y'all, is simply because they just want access to you. They just want access to you. That is it. And it's easier to get access when you don't have a high level of self-esteem and they see you as a challenge when you have a high level of self-esteem and they can't get easy access to you. And they want the access. All right. Don't let them gaslight you, because one thing I've noticed after my glow up is when a man truly sees you as beautiful and he doesn't feel like he has a fair shot at you, he will try to humble you so that he can have that fair shot. Okay? He will try to humble you, y'all. He will just bring up the craziest things, you know, in weird ways to try to humble you so then he can feel like he has a chance. It's the weirdest thing. It's very corny. And it shows their low self-esteem. And it shows how insecure they are. That's all it shows.
Time out. Let's reverse it real quick. What?
Looks like you're doing more than recreational use with her, buddy. Or maybe you're not, because you still ain't married her, but you're giving her those mixed kids that she enjoys to make content with, though, right? So like most of these podcasts, I keep telling y'all, a lot of these podcast guys that are the loudest about women are out here living double lives and making bank off of y'all. They're doing the same thing that these podcasts and pink pill women do to other women. They're doing to y'all. And I say this all the fucking time. These podcast guys are never married. They're never in successful relationships. And they're usually buddy boys. But these are the guys y'all subscribe to. These are the guys that y'all are in my comments arguing with me about, defending, and telling me that I'm simping for women. But instead of listening to fellas like myself who are actually married in real life and trying to tell y'all how to find them, y'all would rather listen to guys like him because it reassures the echo chamber that you want to be in. Y'all'd rather sit and point and blame women all fucking day for why you can't find a wife. But everybody's an alpha man, a good man, and a top tier man though. Yet can't none of y'all get together and find no fucking woman. But when married men,
nobody could tell me the tea on the TikToker, because people keep saying he's a contradiction too, or he's a hypocrite. That's why, y'all, I just listen. You don't need 41 shades of men. You just don't trust men. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all that. Y'all trying to make it complicated. Don't trust men. Don't put anything past them. Okay? Loyalty is something that is proven. It's not something that you just give someone just because they're nice to you or you have chemistry. Like, stop being dumb and naive. Don't put anything past a man. All right? All right. Save yourself the trouble. Save yourself the money. Save yourself the therapy. Stop putting things past men. Stop thinking, oh, but they could. Oh, but they would. All right? That's it. Like, y'all making this shit hard. Like, oh, women love bitches. Y'all feel like y'all got to read that book. Or y'all feel like, it's like, listen, at the end of the day, stop putting things past them. All right? Stop giving them your trust. They haven't even proven anything. You had some chemistry. Wow. Chemistry? Y'all, I could have chemistry with a homegirl that I met at the coffee shop. That don't mean we could be best friends. It just means we have something in common. We have some similarities. That don't mean I should trust them. Y'all overthinking it. Like, stop putting things past them. That's it. All right? It's about your safety. And if a man got a problem with me saying that, then you have a daughter. And then you tell me what you're going to tell her. What kind of conversation are you going to have with her when she becomes a certain age and she has to share spaces with men? Are you going to tell her to easily trust men? No, you're not. No, you're not. Because my father told me that I shouldn't trust them. So this is coming from my father, someone that I know loves me, values me, and cherishes me. So if you take issue with this, you take issue with what he's telling me. Now, why would my father tell me that? Why would he tell me that? Because he knows how men are. That's why. So why would I not take that advice? Stop putting things past them. Stop. Stop. Just don't do it.
And like myself get to talking about what y'all need to do, you tell me to shut the fuck up because, well, you married, bro. Why you worried about another man?
Wait. Did anybody in the chat say what's wrong with this man? Did anybody say what was I didn't catch it.
So y'all don't want to hear what I got to say.
I hate when people say not all men. We don't know what those men, we don't know who those men are. When y'all say not all men, who are they? Can you point them out? Can you tell me what they look like? I hate when y'all say that. Please. Can you tell me what they look like when you say not all men? Point them out and show me. Which man has the integrity? Which man won't put his hands on me? Can you tell me what he looks like? You can't. So a woman is, if she's smart, if she's intelligent, she's going to have her defenses up when it comes to all men until it is proven by that man that is not all men. Then she'll know. Okay. Y'all got to stop. Like, listen, we live in a world where people don't give a fuck about you. They don't care. We don't live in a fair world where you really think people give a fuck about you. They don't. If they see something in you that they want, while not caring about you, they're going to take it. Okay? That's the world that we live in. It's not the world and how it should be, how the world should be, how the world should be. The world ain't that. So you got to deal with how the world is. So if you can't point out not all men and what do they look like, well then what does that leave women to do? Have their defenses up because it's smart. We can't fight men. We can't physically fight a man. So we have to be smarter. All right. Y'all got to stop being gullible. Like, it's a hard truth, but deal with it. It's hard, but it's true. All right. He has to prove himself. And I can't even say, oh, wait 90 days, wait 6 months, wait a year. It could be half your damn life for that man to truly prove. It will be his damn funeral. And you'd be like, damn, he was a good man. At the funeral. He's dead. He's gone. But at the funeral, you'd be like, oh, he was a good man. That was a good man. That was a good man. He was a good man. He was a man of integrity. He took care of his family. He provided for his family. It is what it is. Because we really don't know. And that's just the truth. That's just the truth. Because the truth is, people can switch up at any point in time. The truth is, people can flip the script at any point in time. So it is what it is. To build trust, that takes time. Somebody's like, wow. I know, wow. The truth is, it hurts, doesn't it? Wow. It hurts. Oh my God. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay, let's move on. And this is a large platform. I don't know who women are out here really dealing with. So I'm gonna always tell you, have your defenses up. It's just smart. All right, let's go to. Okay, so the next one, hold on. Oh, okay. So he responded to this. I have to show y'all because he responded to this. He been over there fighting for his life on his platform. Hold on. Okay, hold on.
White kids with a single mother who was a BBL Becky.
One, chick does not have a BBL. Y'all saying BBL Becky? Y'all funny. So as you all just witnessed in that clip, it shows that, oh, well, Cooley is saying these things about not dating a single mom, but he's actually dating one. So hypocritical. Well, let's actually play some clips where I always speak about these things on my podcast, and I've never lied about my life. And I have almost 2 million followers on TikTok where it shows my personal life. So how can they be exposing anything when I put this out there for the world to see? And I've spoke about these things many times on my podcast. You're in the 18 percentile like myself. I have full custody of my kid, right? Difference between me and you is I met my girl when we got together when we were 25.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yes, we both had children. So we can't.
Yeah. She went from BBL Becky to chick. He is so top tier, y'all. Oh my gosh. This man is so top tier. He is just so top tier.
Came into the relationship with children, but I was young and she was young. You get what I'm saying? So I didn't have to build on anything. We were kind of just young together, figuring things out. Okay, so now you just heard that clip where you got the truth now. Now let's get into another clip where I actually together figuring things out. Okay, so now I came into the relationship with children, but I was young and she was young. You get what I'm saying? So I didn't have to build on anything. We were kind of just young together, figuring things out. Okay, so now.
This man is wasting that woman's time. Okay, first of all, he's not going to marry her. So everyone keeps saying, oh, she's not married and she won't be married. Okay, she will not be married unless it's a Donovan Sharp type situation and they have, what did he call it? A fake marriage where they're not legally married, but they went and had a wedding and it wasn't a real wedding. I don't know what that was about. But he's not going to marry this woman because he keeps saying we're figuring things out. 2 kids in and you're still figuring things out. That's kind of like how Cam Newton was when Dr. Sarah asked him a direct question. She said, this is a direct question. Do you want to marry her? And then he goes and he responds and he says, oh, I'm too real for y'all. Sir, are you marrying this woman or not? And him not answering the question is a hell no. He's not going to marry Jasmine Brown. He's not. Just like he's figuring things out with this woman, that's a hell no. He's not going to marry this girl. He's just wasting her time.
You just heard that clip where you got the truth now. Now let's get into another clip where I actually tell men that don't.
What was the truth?
Have any kids not to date single moms. Men that do have kids that have full custody of their kids, that's an exception to the rule if you have full custody of your kids, because only 18% of fathers win custody battles. So you're in the exception, man. And when you have full custody of your kid, women that don't have kids necessarily don't understand that.
Y'all, why is his hands so small, y'all? Y'all know I'm tall. I'm 5'10". And so a lot of the men I've dated are like 6'2" and taller. Their hands are not like that. Like, y'all, I don't know. I'm used to the manly hands that, you know, they have that grit, that they have that roughness to them a little bit. You know, I'm not saying they ashy, but you can tell like they're manly hands. he don't have those hands, and he be talking with his hands. I'm just like, what is tea? Fugazi? I don't understand. Like, it's just throwing me off. I'm not used to that. Y'all know that, yes, his hands do match his calves. His hands match the lower part of his body. They do. And this is what top tier is. It don't look like he's ever had to really work hard, because a man that's had to work hard, listen, y'all, they be having them hands, like, you know, and you touch them, they got a little texture to them, but it's like real manly. It's very attractive, and it's just not giving that. But then let me take you back to this video right here. Hold on, let me show you. All right. Pay attention to this, because I think some of y'all may have missed it.
Hey, babe, can you pull over real quick?
Can you pull over real quick? Whose car is that? Whose car is that, y'all? Whose car is that? I can always tell when a man being taken care of. Y'all. There's a man in my building. Listen, these high rises in Houston, downtown, they messy, girl. But I be seeing it. I be seeing it, girl. And I can tell it's like, you know how you be out sometimes and it's time to pay, and the woman and the man is at the counter, and it just so happens that I be noticing it with the interracial couples that are like this. It's the black man and a non-black woman, and it's time to pay, and you already know how that man stands, just how he stands at the register. You know he ain't paying, because he like does this weird thing where he like moves behind her and stands behind her, and I'm just like, yo. And every time I kind of just chuckle to myself, like, see, this is why I'm single, because ain't no way. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The hug behind. It's just the whole stance. It's just the overall demeanor. It's like, he not paying. Damn, she paying? That's what it's really giving. So, sir, the small hands, it's just, that's what it's giving. It's giving kept. Okay. It's giving BBL Drizzy. That's what it's giving. And that's why I'm just like so turned. It's not giving manly. I don't like it. His hands the same size as his. It's kind of creeping me out, not gonna lie.
The obligations that it takes when having kids. So if you can find a woman that doesn't have kids, that does understand the obligations, that's a great thing. But if you can't, then there's a higher probability that a woman that has kids, she can understand those obligations. But there's many red flags that those single moms be having. So still try to avoid them. But if you can find one that doesn't have all of those red flags, but you have a kid, maybe it's not a bad idea. But still, it's nonsensical to even say, because generally speaking, most of them do. I just happen to be the exception to the rule, and my girl happens to be the exception to the rule. With that being said,
baby, then I guess we all just the exception to the rule at this point. Did he just say that? Yo, y'all gave this. I'm mad y'all made this man popular. Because you could tell he would, if it wasn't for the internet and him coming on here giving rage bait or creating rage bait content, he would not be sitting like he's sitting. I'm mad y'all made this man famous. Y'all made him popular. Y'all made him credible. Like, what? Why would y'all do that? Can y'all stop doing that? Can y'all stop doing it? So he's the exception. Listen, ladies, you're the exception too. You see how delusional men can be? They always talk about how we're delusional. We're delusional. And I can agree. Some women are delusional, right? But some of you men are delusional as well, because what was that? I'm the exception to the rule. So let me guess. He's the exception to the rule, not because he's educated, but because he's 6'4", and he's black. That's crazy. Okay.
Still recommend you guys stay away from single moms. The man has bigger stake if he chooses to date a single mother and take her seriously, because she comes with kids. Now, a man that has kids, and
you know what? Wait a minute. The undertone is giving, I have a Becky, so she's the exception to the rule, and so am I. But if it was a black woman, you know damn well it would be no exception to no rule. And this is why I can never respect red pill manosphere. A lot of y'all are just a crock of bullshit. Every time y'all talk, I just be like, oh my God, shut up. I still don't even know what is the message. Like, what is the purpose? What is the reason for all of this? I don't understand, because really it just comes across like y'all just hate women. And then y'all hate women because y'all can't get the women that y'all want. That's what it really comes down to. Because I'm like, what is the purpose of all of this? Like, what is the reason for all of this? I just don't understand it. It just don't make no sense to me.
And a woman that has kids, okay, that's a mixed family. It's like, okay, yeah.
And listen, ladies, I also want to say this, and this is going to be a hot take. It is. When I say don't put anything past a man, that includes your father, your grandfather, your brothers. Some of y'all want to come online and vouch for them. Baby, don't do it. I'm going to tell you, don't do it. Don't do it. You know what it's like to be in relationships with them as their daughter, as their granddaughter, and as their sister. But you don't know what it's really like to be in a relationship with them that involves intimacy and sharing spaces and emotions with them. You don't know what that's like. Stay out of their business. Okay? That's the boundary. You want to be a girl's girl because I'm a girl's girl. Okay, well, you stay out of the business then. Y'all will never see me do no dumb ass shit like that. I don't put shit past my brothers because I don't know what they be up to. I don't. And there have been situations where I'm like, would you want a man treating me like that? Would you want a man talking to me like that? Then all of a sudden they straighten up. And that's how I do it every single time. When I hear some bullshit, I'm like, you said what? You did what? Would you want a man doing me like that? I'd be so quick to hit them with that. I don't put nothing past them. I don't know what it's like to share spaces with them in that way. So you know what I do? I created a boundary for myself to never involve myself in their business unless I just so happen to hear something or see something and I feel it's not right and I know damn well it's a contradiction to what they have told me, then I'm gonna say something. But outside of that, I'm gonna mind my business because again, I don't put nothing past men. And I told y'all that with me growing up in a boys' home, misogyny your father will carry it, your brothers will carry it, and all men will carry it. They'll do it in very subtle ways and they'll project it in very subtle ways, but they all got it, y'all. So because they all have that misogyny, I ain't putting nothing past no man. That's just me being smart. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Don't involve me. I'm minding my business. I can't vouch for every little thing that they do, which is why I could never be red pill because I would have to vouch and defend some of the stupid shit that they be out here doing. And I could never, because I ain't never going out like that. That's crazy. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Let's continue.
Both coming in with baggage, but a man that doesn't have no kids shouldn't look a single mom's way. So there has been no lies. Nothing has been exposed. I've always talked about this stuff on my full panel podcast with women and on my debate shows when I have men on. So a hypocrite is someone that tells someone, I don't do this.
Y'all, this is gaslighting. And I listen, I need the men, if you're watching, do you see what we be going through? Do you see how they try to gaslight us? Because he trying to gaslight y'all now. Because at first, this is what men do. They gaslight women and they distort the truth, or they try to change the truth or distort reality. Like, we're not smart. Like, they're smarter than us. That we don't know what it means. We don't know what the definition of a hypocrite means. All of a sudden, we just don't know what that is. That's crazy. So do you see what women go through when it comes to some of these weirdos that y'all be out here defending? Because I can do a video about women and I can see where you coming from. But do you see where we're coming from though? Because it has to be a two-way street. It has to be. Now, I took myself out of that gender war bullshit because it's not real. I tried to tell y'all that gender war is spiritual warfare. And because I know that, I decided to go ahead and exit stage left. But be real. If I can see where you're coming from when it comes to some of these women, see where I'm coming from when it comes to some of these weird ass men out here that be trying to make it seem like they're just so smart and I have it all wrong and I clearly don't know what I'm talking about. Really? This is gaslighting. That's what it is. And then sometimes I would like to add that some of these men try to intimidate you with their size while also trying to make it seem like you don't know what you're talking about and you're crazy. That's okay. And then do you understand how this can make a woman that probably isn't at the best place emotionally? Like her emotional well-being is not in the best place. So if a man was to come in and just distort the truth and she's defending herself, do you know how that can send a woman over the top or send a woman over the edge because he's gaslighting her? And now guess what? She's labeled crazy. She's labeled the crazy one. Yeah. Now she's the crazy ex. So just keep that in mind. I just thought we should point that out because now all of a sudden we all don't know what it means to be a hypocrite. We don't know what that means at all.
That ain't me. I don't stand for this, but then they go ahead out and do it. That's what a hypocrite is. Just want to let y'all know. That is true. We can all agree to that. So all of these podcasts that's making reactions to me, they saying that I'm hypocritical because they think that, oh, here's another red pill guy making talking points like all of these other podcasts. So he must view himself as like a bachelor and this high value guy, where if you watch No Fugazee, I'm not a bachelor, I'm a father. So my values and everything that I embody is much different from these other type of red pill podcasts that y'all watch. Y'all just new people coming in right now, just talking a whole lot. So it's like having an essay on a book that's 20 chapters and you only read 4 of the chapters and then you make a conclusion off the book based off of those 4 chapters that you read. So a lot of people in the comments and stuff like that currently right now is like, oh, no, he's just trying to cover up. No.
Do y'all see how he just gaslit us? Yo, this is crazy. This is crazy, y'all. This is, oh, girl, hold on. I got my fuzzy slippers on. Hold on. Let me get a little comfortable. This is crazy. Like, wow, this is crazy. You know, sometimes I just like to sit back and just listen to a man and just hear the bullshit that be coming out of his mouth. Like, wow. And you really think I'm gonna buy this? You really think you sold me on this? Okay. All right.
Oh, bro, you don't watch my content. As you've seen, I lost no subscribers. My Instagram is still the same. So all of this noise and stuff like that, my true supporters is still rocking with me. Y'all just here. Y'all knew. So since y'all knew, y'all gonna get this work too. And actually, I am gonna open it up for some of the haters because I like the debate and I'm here to roast people today. Welcome to No Fugazee Podcast. State your name. Where you from?
Oh, yeah. My name is Vontae.
Vontae.
Yes, sir. I'm originally from North Carolina, but I stay in Florida now.
Okay, word. What you here to debate? What you here to speak about?
Yeah, I'm listening to what you're saying and everything, though, but it's like, it's so weird because
that is facts, Seven. That is facts.
It's like, it's not what you preach out to your community. Like, as much as you want to sit here and say that you might have put this out to the world, to the third, everything you say to your community about.
You thought that? Okay, so maybe you didn't see the clips. When did you come into the stream?
Well, I've been into the stream.
So you seen the beginning videos where I played little clips that I've spoke about literally the same thing that I said today. I spoke about to my audience. You seen that, right?
Yeah.
So that means that, well, time out. So that means that you're a liar.
It's still contradicting yourself because it's not what you done said in your previous videos. Everything.
No, I've always said that.
Everything you do right now is what you're trying to prove for yourself right now.
No. True. Listen, True. When you watch the videos in the beginning of this live stream,
we have some role reversal going on here. We do. A lot of times the woman is true, and then we're dealing with a crazy man, a manipulator, a gaslighter. You know, women are known for saying narcissists, but we don't do that over here. Okay. We say that, you know, there are some men that are just super toxic. Are there narcissists? Of course. But some people are just toxic. They don't see the error in their ways. because they've been able to get along with it for so long. They've had enablers, they mama, friends, the girl that they currently with that don't really hold them accountable and responsible for the errors in their ways. They allow them to get away with it, which creates a very toxic person. So when it comes to this situation, True is in the position of a lot of women and what we deal with when it comes to some of these men out here, because it's just ridiculous. Like, sir, come on now. We have you in 4K. Like, this is ridiculous.
Dream. I play clips, not from now. I play clips from previous podcasts, right? Where I said exactly what I'm saying now, meaning that I didn't lie. I've always been truthful about my personal life. My personal life has almost 2 million TikTok followers, right? So you just said that, well, you haven't said this stuff before, but you are now saying it. This is why it's hypocritical. I'm telling you that you're a liar.
How am I lying? I'm telling you what you're coming at your mouth saying stuff about, you know, single mothers and stuff like that. This is stuff at your own mouth. Regardless of what it is, like, but your personal life.
Yo, I think I would have crashed out. Wait a minute. You know how there's a trend now going on social media where you tell or you share your crash out stories? I can't share mine because I would be confessing to crimes. So I can't share mine on social media. But I would have crashed out. If he would have called me a liar, y'all, I would have lost it. I would have lost it. It would have taken everything in me not to just fly across the room on him. Because, like, what? I have really worked on myself. I have self-control, y'all. But, oh, my God, he would really test me. He would really, really test me. Because, like, what? This is why you can't share spaces with toxic people. You really can't. You cannot. That's why I just block them. I just block. Like, as soon as I see that I cannot address you when it comes to your behavior, you're just going to deflect and gaslight. I'm just going to disconnect and I'm just going to block you. Because I came too far in my glow up and really working on myself, going to therapy and things like that for me to go backwards. But an old version of me, I would have crashed out. I would have flew over at him. I'm being for real. Because ain't no way you gonna call me a liar? And then you're being caught in lies? Y'all, that is insane to me.
Doesn't match what you put out to the world. I'm confused. Like,
okay, I see what you're saying. So your
personal life is not what you're telling everybody else out here to do in the world.
That's what you think. Got it. Cool. So you just said something that, well, what you preach out of your mouth is hypocritical to your own personal life, right? So when someone is giving advice or telling someone what's best to do, should they speak about that in the general or should they speak about it anecdotally? Maybe you may not understand what I'm saying. Say if you have a son, right, for example, and you telling your son, it'll be best that you...
Ladies, okay, listen. The truth does not involve an explanation. The truth is direct. This word salad, this hamster wheel bullshit that this man is doing is just manipulation. The truth is direct. It's straightforward. This is why I don't like small talk, and I don't like it when people are indirect when it comes to their communication, because I just hear manipulation. It's a simple answer that requires a simple response. Like, it's a simple question that requires a simple response. And if a man cannot give you that, if a person cannot give you that, because I've even seen women where they'll manipulate with their emotions and still not answer the question directly. So they'll manipulate with like tears, or they'll be like, I just don't know. You know, I feel over, like they'll do that weird shit. Listen, answer the question or leave me the hell alone, because at the end of the day, I don't got to deal with this. Y'all, I swear I will block you and move on with my life. And then you can live your life over there and I'm gonna live my life over here. Don't bother me. Do not talk to me. You're blocked, because I can't do it, y'all. I cannot do it. And I've seen this in both men and women, because I feel like women always cry. Now I see, and then women always cry, y'all. And that be making me so mad, because you're not convincing me with tears. You're pissing me off. You're making me more mad now that you want to cry. Because why are you crying? And what are you crying for? I don't like it when women do that. That's gonna piss me off. Like, stop the tears. The tears don't mean shit to me. I don't like it when women do that because they was big, bold, and bad when they did what they did, and now they want to cry about it. I don't like that. It's very weak to me. Please get out of my face. Yeah, like this is just crazy. This is just crazy. And then he is being manipulated. He's being manipulated. And then he's also chopping up his videos. So I don't know what was really said or all of what he said, because I can tell he chopped up this video to make him look a certain way, which is even more manipulative.
You don't talk to a girl that's dancing on a stripper pole. And then let's say that the son's mother,
like, why are we so far off topic? Stripper poles, and why are we even talking about that? Sir, we are talking about how you are a hypocrite. Why are we on stripper poles and what a woman is doing on a stripper pole? That's what I be talking about. If a man puts you on a hamster wheel when it comes to addressing him and his behavior or a lie that you caught him in, and he's putting you on a hamster wheel and you're going around and around and around, listen, you got your answer. You got your answer. You don't need closure. You don't need anything like that. You just need to just disconnect and walk away. Because at this point, the only thing that's going to happen is you're going to crash out. You're going to be in jail, have self-control and have discipline, and just disconnect and walk away. Because you're not going to get the truth out of them. Like, they're not going to answer the truth. I mean, they're not going to give you the truth.
Was a stripper. Would that be hypocritical for the father to tell his son what's best to do? Yes or no?
No, it wouldn't be. I mean, he's doing this. He's telling him something that he, from his experience, that he messed up with, right? So
would it be hypocritical? Yes or no?
Ladies, please, context. When someone is addressing you on your poor behavior and you start that crying bullshit, it's gonna piss people off. It's going to make people feel like you are manipulating them, okay? Context. Because before, you were cool. Why are you crying when someone is addressing you on your behavior? You know who does that? Children do that. Toddlers do that. That's what toddlers do. You tell them to stop. You address them on what they are not supposed to do. You're disciplining them, and then all of a sudden, they want to cry about it. You haven't hit them. You haven't done anything to them. And all of a sudden they want to cry about it. Why? And the first thing I'm going to ask the child is, why are you crying? Because I told you to stop. Why are you crying? Because I'm addressing you on something that you know you're not supposed to be doing. Why are you crying? It's very manipulative. Okay? If someone is confronting you on your behavior, you should be able to answer to whatever that is. You should be able to answer it. You should be able to hold yourself to some type of ownership regarding your behavior without the tears. Like, seriously, what are you crying about? And a lot of people are not going to fool with you, because it's just like, well, if I'm addressing you about your behavior and then you start to cry about it, why are you crying about some shit that you did? That's what's manipulative about it. So please, context matters. All right? Context matters. That's what I'm talking about when it comes to tears. Is when someone is addressing you and then all of a sudden about your behavior, and you should be well aware of your behavior, and then now you want to bust out in tears. Seriously? That's what children do. That's what toddlers do, because they know they're in trouble. That's what toddlers do. Please, it's time for you to grow up.
What? No, it won't be hypocritical.
Okay, so stop it there, True. Stop it there, True. True, just listen. We're going to walk through the logic, okay?
Right.
Let's just walk through the logic, man. Okay, cool. So it wouldn't be hypocritical for a father to tell his son not to do something if he just did it because he wants to advise. Anytime you're giving advice, you want to tell someone what's best to do. So you agree to that. So he's given advice, general advice to his son, but most of those women he should avoid because most of them are whores. Your camera went off, bro. What happened? So you just proved my point. Now he just went off. So he left. I guess he ain't want to smoke. Who knows? Because he knew he was wrong. Let's get some real.
Y'all, I would crash out, y'all. It's good. It's best that I'm over here in my echo chamber because ain't no way. Whew. Okay. What was proven? I don't know. And listen, get off the Virgos because my best friend is a Virgo. She don't do that. That's what I'm saying. It's low vibrational and it's manipulative. If someone is confronting you on your behavior, crying is only going to make people more upset because they will feel like anyone with a heightened level of self-awareness is going to feel like you're manipulating them with your emotions. Okay. Let's see what's next.
Logical thinking people in here. Welcome to No Fugazee Podcast. State your name. Where you from?
Hey, I'm Chris from Palm Beach, Florida.
All right, Chris. And you here for the smoke?
No, I don't want to smoke Cooley, man. I was kind of swayed a little bit. I'm gonna just call out some names. I listened to O'Shea Duke Jackson for years, and I had to put some comments in his comment section because I felt like a lot of people, black people can be racist. Let me just tell you like this. We can be racist sometimes, overly racist. And I know that's probably, people will say that's not possible, but I think it is. And I think that because your old lady is Caucasian, a lot of people want to be against that. They want to say, oh, he with a snow bunny. And that's what I see more people were pressed on. More, you know that. They were pressed on.
Y'all, who is mad at this man? No, we are thanking this man for choosing a woman outside of the community. Because, see, he chose a woman in the community. He made her a single mother. So now you chose a woman outside of the community and you have impregnated her not once, but twice. You have no intentions on marrying her. Why are we mad about this? I don't get that. But okay, I feel like the race thing, it's just a scapegoat. You're just using her race as a scapegoat. It's what this man has been out here preaching about single mothers and how they are for recreational use only. And he just said that his woman and himself is the exception to the rule. That's what he said.
On more that she's Caucasian and she was black, I don't think it would have been too much heat. But because she's white, oh my God, he's with a white woman. We got him now, this and that. And I'm like, oh my God, Dr. Umar, you know what I'm saying? I'm just being real with you because I see your clips. I'm not sure if I follow the channel or not, but I see your clips. There you go. I see your clips all over social media, and it's always good.
Ugh, y'all, I can't stand a man that is cyber slurping another man's man sack on. It's disgusting to me. Listen, he asked for the men to call in with the smoke, and you call in and you cyber slurping. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And I can't respect a man that does that type of stuff. I respect a man that has his own mind. It's very attractive when a man has his own mind and he can speak for himself. And I'm just not getting that. I'm getting that he's fangirling. That's what I'm getting. He fangirling this man. So I'm gonna go ahead and we just gonna move on. Who else should I react to though? Because this is so interesting to me. We gotta bring somebody else up. We gotta bring somebody that's gonna be a little more real. My goodness. At least question him something. Hold on, let me go back. Let me see. Because I was saying, let me go to this man here. Okay, let's see. We need somebody else, please. Because we're not gonna get it from him.
The manosphere, like / red pill type conversations, we always speak about mitigating risk, like coming from a mitigating risk standpoint, like, okay, stuff like that. So it's more from like a selfish standpoint when we're speaking. But when you're a father, you have to be selfless because I had a daughter that I can't be selfish. So I can't be like, man, let me get, the chick with 000 baggage. I'm just looking at those things and all of this, but I'm not really worried about the values and all of that.
Why are you trying to make it seem like his daughter is the reason why he had to choose a single mother with 2 kids? I just don't like how he's using his daughter as a crutch for why he chose the single mom with 2 kids. You chose the single mom with 2 kids because that is what you wanted to choose. And he got into, because a man asked him, he said, well, with you being 6'4", and with you being Black, with you being a 6-figure earner, you didn't have options? Like the best that you could get was the single mom with 2 kids? You didn't have more options? Because you should have women like knocking your door down, wanting to be with you, right? Because you're top tier. So he wanted to be with her. He just won't be real about it. Like, I picked her, I chose her, that's what I wanted. And he's just bullshitting. That's all.
But when you are a father, you got to be selfless. You got to think about, well, I got to find a woman that embodies some good moral characteristic traits like I do. I got to find a woman that comes from a 2-parent household. I got to find a woman that's like the exception to the rule. Because I'll tell you, when you're a single father, women that don't have kids don't necessarily understand the obligations that come with having kids. You get it? They don't understand the obligations that comes with having kids.
Move the goalposts.
So for my situation,
I guess it depends on the age of the woman. I mean, I could kind of see where he's coming from, but it's like, it depends on the age of a woman though. That the determining factor isn't if she has kids or not. The determining factor is her maturity level. And maybe, and listen, I'm about to be so real right now. I'm about to be so real right now. So a lot of people got upset when I said that men choose the single mothers because they have low self-esteem. Some single mothers do have low self-esteem. Some single women have low self-esteem. Some overweight women have low self-esteem. Men who seek you out and are truly coming from a place of predatory thinking, they're seeking you out because you have low self-esteem and you're easy to penetrate. You're easy to penetrate as far as getting comfortable with them, trusting them. There's no hard barrier, there's no hard exterior for them to break through because you tend to have low self-esteem and desperation. But again, it's not just single moms. It's really any woman that has desperation, okay? But what I will say that he is choosing the single mother because he knows that a single woman, I mean, it's kind of hard seeing that he has a daughter already too. It's kind of hard to choose the single woman with no kids because, well, she has a lot of freedom. She can go and do as she pleases, and she doesn't have to stick to a routine or anything like that. So that's more of a challenge for him. As for the single mom, she has a routine and she's more predictable. The single woman is not. So a lot of times these men will still seek out the single mother, even with high self-esteem and all, no desperation. He will seek out the single mother simply because she's just more predictable. And the single woman is not, because the single woman may be in this place where she's about her career, she's about her money, she's about this, she's about that. And so not much focus can be given to the domestic life as far as if it was a woman with kids, she would be able to give more focus to the domestic life. And not only that, most women who already have kids, they're ready to complete the family. They have a family kind of somewhat already started and they're ready to complete the family. A single woman, not so much. She may not be looking for a family at all, or she's not ready to start a family. She's not ready to create a family. A single mom has already created that family. And so it's just, for some men, it's just easier for them to have, or it's easier for them to come into that woman's life and he's already getting exactly what he wants, compared to the single woman. It may take more work. She may be about her career. She may be about her bag. She may not be about the family life. And a lot of men are more logical. And so they're going to look at a single mother and be like, okay, well, she already kind of somewhat has a family and I want a family. So I'm going to go ahead and link up with her. It's not always about desperation. Sometimes it's just about what they seem or deem as to be more logical, which is what he's explaining. But this is my thing. Why weren't you real from the beginning? why are we finding out this information after you're being exposed? Because I see where his logic is coming from. He already has a family with his daughter. And so he wanted to be with another woman that already has a family, right? And so they wanted to create a blended family. And that's how they wanted it to be. So it would have been more of a challenge with a single mother. I mean, not a single mother, but a single woman. It would have been more of a challenge with a single woman versus a woman that already has kids and then he already has kids. So it makes sense to create the blended family. It would have been more of a challenge with a single woman because, again, I ain't gonna lie, like some women that are single, it's not what, like, just like how men come on here and they lie about the single mothers. Single women, some of us like being independent. Like, we're not in a rush to settle down and have kids. Like, they try to make it seem like we're desperate for that. But a woman that's already created a family or started a family, she's more inclined to complete that family because, again, her kids are growing up fast and she may want to make that family whole again. And so she's more open to the man that has kids or is more open to the man that's ready to start a family again. It's just, I don't know. I feel like it makes sense to me. I don't really think it's always desperation. Like I said, desperation is a spirit that any woman can really carry. It really starts with low self-esteem, insecurities, and things like that. And also it starts with what a woman feels she deserves. And I think that's important as well. But it's not based off of if the woman is a single mother or not. It's really based off of the type of woman that she is. But I can see his thought process. But my issue with David here is that you should have made that shit known from the very beginning. And now you have to come out and say that you are the exception to the rule, because honestly, I can understand where he's coming from. I can, especially if he's a single dad that's trying to raise a daughter. And I don't know what his relationship is with his child's mother, but maybe it's not the best. And maybe she doesn't have that female role model in her life, and he needs that. So he went out to look for a woman that can embody that role model image for her. So I can understand, but it's still bullshit to me, though. It's still bullshit to me, and he just should have been real about it from the very beginning, in my opinion.
And for a lot of guys, I mean, if you can get a woman that is the exception to the rule, where she's not a single.
Yes, I agree with this, because honestly, this is his real thought process about single mothers. He doesn't hate single mothers. I tried to tell y'all, these men don't hate single mothers. They don't. They want easier access to you. That's it. They don't hate single mothers. They actually do see the value in getting with a single mother, clearly, because that is what he's saying he wanted for his daughter that he has full custody with. You get what I'm saying? So there is value in a single mother. First of all, a single mother will create structure, will also be nurturing. She's already a nurturer. She's already in her nurturing energy. She's nurturing her children. A lot of men are turned on when they see a single mother nurturing their children, because then they feel like, okay, if she can nurture her children like that, she would be able to nurture me. There's a lot of value in being a single mother, y'all. I shouldn't have to go through the list of what the value could be. These men just want easier access to you. So they're going to downplay all of your value as a single mother, so then they can just get the access. That's what it's really all about. And then as a single woman, especially after a certain age, and this is just me being real as hell, because I said in my last video that I have been picked over by single mothers. Men never saw me as nurturing. That's just me being real. I was more so about my career. I was more so self-focused, like being in the gym and things like that. And some of these men wanted to start a family right away. I think that's ridiculous. So he was able to meet with a single mother. She's ready to start that family. She's ready. She's ready to have a baby next year. Me? A baby next year? That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. I'm not where I want to be. And when it comes to my career and things like that. So he decided to go with her. It's not really about what woman is better. It's about what woman is suitable for what he's looking for. That's what it's really about. But we have these manipulators online that's playing with your mind as a woman. And so you automatically think that you start to believe, oh, I don't have any value. But that's not true. It just depends on how he sees you and what he's looking for. And that's it. And so in this context, based off of what he's saying, He was looking for a woman who was already a mother, who already has kids, because then she has some experience. That's what it's really about. He chose a woman that has experience with raising children for his daughter as a single dad. I'm not mad about that. My issue is, why didn't you come out on your platform and say that though? Because that's the truth. Why didn't you come out on your platform and say, I sought out a single mother because I'm a single father and I wanted a woman with experience when it comes to being a mother for my daughter? Why not say that? I don't get it. And a lot of men are going to say the thing. I've even seen single men with no kids look for single mothers because she has experience, y'all. That's the value. Experience can be valuable. Experience can be resourceful. But you need to see that in yourself. I can't, these men are not going to tell you, and it's because if they were to tell you, then they wouldn't get easy access to you. So that's what it's really about. They wouldn't have to work hard for you if they were to tell you the truth.
Mom, because she got knocked up, or she had some one night stands, or she has a...
Oh no, they would have to work hard for you if they were to tell you the truth. I got that backwards. They would have to work hard for you if they were to tell you the truth. And they don't want to work hard. That's part of the problem. They're lazy.
Whole lot of tattoos, like she has all of these other red flags and she's a single mom. Is like, God dang, what's going on? Because we know the stigma around single moms. So if you're gonna date a single mom, you got to date one that isn't a stigma. But guess what? Stay away from the single moms. I still tell you guys now, because generally speaking, the majority, they have all of that baggage. I just so happen to be the exception to the rule, and so is my chick. Single moms, to answer your question directly, like I said,
I don't think it's a bad thing.
Recreational use only.
Are there some single mothers out here that have baggage? Yes. But some of that baggage that he keeps saying, my woman and I are the exception to the rule, is experience, which is why he's with her. Okay, let's weed through the bullshit. Let's weed through the manipulation. He's saying that the baggage, it can be baggage for some women, which is true, right? But for other women, it can be experience, meaning she is well versed in what it's like to be in a long-term committed relationship with kids, what it's like to deal with kids on a daily basis while still being in a relationship. Some men would actually see that as resourceful. Some men will actually see that as valuable if they're smart. But baggage, I mean, it just depends on how she handled her past relationship. It depends on how she handles the situation with her child's father or her children's father. It just depends on how things ended. I can't say on a large platform that there aren't women out here that are single mothers without baggage. There are. But then there are some women that have experience based off of their past relationship and now they're a single mother. It just really depends. And so he saw value in this woman as a single mother because she has experience. I also feel like it's because she be paying, but that's a conversation for another day. But listen, you don't have to be the single mother that be paying. I'm saying this woman be paying, all right? She be paying. I don't care what nobody say. That girl be working hard on her TikTok. She be working hard. She just uploaded this video right here where she's selling, where is it at? She's selling these earrings.
So about a week ago, I actually lost one of my like real diamond stud earrings. It was very tragic. We're not going to talk about it. But in the meantime, I wanted to get a more affordable, you know.
Listen, he be putting her to work, honey. Okay, let's go back.
Only.
No.
Do you know? You guys know what that means?
Recreational use only. Especially if you up in your ages in your 30s. Recreational use only.
So now when people call you out on it saying, wait, why are you dating a single mother? Now you have moved the goalpost saying, well, my situation is special. My woman is special. You know, I'm a special kind of case. So why don't you teach men how to discern the right single mothers to date? Because that's your experience. You're actually dating a single mother, along with you also made a single mother because you have a kid. You're telling men to not date single mothers. Single mothers are good for recreational use only, knowing you're going home to a woman with 2 kids.
Black women, you got to understand that the reason why some of these black males out here, some of them are triggered by black single mothers is because they have mommy issues, babes. Stop internalizing that shit. They have mommy issues. So yeah, you'll see them outside of the community with a single mother, but you won't see them in the community with the single mother because they have mommy issues, babes. All right? So stop internalizing that shit. It's his mama. It ain't you. You should know that by now. Have I not taught you anything? Yeah.
That did not come from you. I'm not knocking that at all. I'm all for a man being a man and taking care of his family, whether it's extended family, blended family, whatever. And in his video, he constantly brought up, I'm the exception. Why would I preach the exception? Dating single moms can be hard. But yes, there are exceptions to dating single moms. My issue with his video is the fact that he said recreational use only. What does only? Only is that's it. So how are you going home to one? And now when we call you out, you're saying, oh, I'm special.
So when I see a single mom, right, I see a woman that made all the wrong choices and only prioritized how she feels. She's selfish. She's selfish.
Will you ever date a single mom?
I mean, single moms need love too. They can get a little recreational use only sometimes.
Wow. You believe that single moms are damaged?
For him to answer saying single moms, they need love too. They good for some recreational use only sometimes. Not answering, I'm dating a single mom right now. I got a single mom at the crib right now. So, dude, it's not that people are mad at you because you said that you was a high value. I mean, there's people that's mad at you about the whole high value man thing. I'm not on that. I could care less to what you think is a high value man. My problem is these podcasters, these red pill guys, making it seem like all women are the same. I'm not with the women pandering, but I'm also not for making it seem like all women think the same. He is a prime example of that. He sat here and said that single women are good for recreational use only. Dudes are in the comments like, facts, word, he's spitting. Just for us to turn around and find out this man is in a 7-year relationship with a single mom. How you gonna out your mouth say that they're good for just fun, but you've been...
Wait a minute, 7 years. Girl, wait a minute. I had to make some popcorn, y'all. 7 years? And he is not marrying this girl. He's not gonna marry her.
In a long relationship with them. The reason why that's problematic is because you're not giving your experience. Your experience shows there's also possibility that you can have a relationship with a single mom. You can raise a family with a single mom. But now he's moving the goalposts. Why? Because everybody's putting his hand to the fire.
It's kind of like this. It's kind of like telling someone that wants to be like LeBron James, hey, you can be born from a single mother, right, knowing LeBron James is the exception to the rule. He's the exception and not the rule. So if I'm the exception, why would I tell men I was driving and I ran that?
Listen, we're not leaving these men in 2024. They're getting exposed. That's the reason why we're talking about it. Now, listen, they was going all up and down our For You pages, our news feeds, and everything. They was talking that shit. Now that they're getting exposed, we need to leave them in 2024. Hell no. No. Cat Williams said it. All these fools is getting exposed in 2024. No, we're carrying this energy into 2025. If any of them get exposed, I'm going to be talking about it. I definitely will be talking about it. Because we need to highlight the contradictions. So then the things that they say have no power anymore. That's the purpose. The things that they say and the things that they do, the things that they promote don't have any power anymore. Because this man just lost all his credibility, all of it.
Red light. I didn't get a ticket. So yeah, man, just run that red light. That's dumb. You speaking about the exception. I just didn't get caught. Like I was the exception that time. You got to tell people when you give them advice, you want to give them the general advice, because that's what's going to lead. That's the usual experiences that they're going to have. Here's another clip, chat. How you said I was a hypocrite, which means that I was stating things that I don't embody, but I want someone else to embody, or I'm, stating things, but it isn't, I'm doing something different. So let's get into it. The man has bigger stake. if he chooses to date a single mother and take her seriously because she comes with kids. Now, a man that has kids, it's much different. Now, a man that has kids and a woman that has kids, okay, that's a mixed family. It's like, okay, y'all both coming in with baggage. But a man that doesn't have no kids shouldn't look a single mom. Yeah. All right. So, y'all get it there. Not a hypocrite at all. That's on that clip. That clip that went viral with some of these reaction channels posted, like, oh, yo, he's telling, these women that they're not worthy of, since they're a single mom. I'm speaking about, right, the general senses, meaning that most people that watch my content, they don't even have kids. So why would I tell someone that don't have any kids to date a woman with kids? That's crazy. Even if someone has kids, if you have your kid full time, it's much different. If you don't have your kid full time, what you're only seeing the little nigga, what, like, once every 2 weeks, once every weekend, every other weekend. So you don't even have your kid a lot. So it's much different. So if you're a father, and you don't have your kid a lot, bro, it's pointless to be dating a single mom. You barely got your kid. Like,
the issue was your initial statement. Your initial statement was that single moms are for recreational use only. And then I would even question the statement that he just made or the clip that he just showed. Why is it that a man with a child can find a single mom and have a good relationship with her, but a man with no child?
Wait a minute. Somebody said we watching men get gaslit by other men. 2024 is exposing a lot of things. I had to make some popcorn because we're gonna be here for a minute. Hold on, let's continue.
Can't find a single mom and have a good relationship with her. Is that man gonna have to take on extra baggage? Yes, but to what you said, the reason why you chose your single mother was because of character, was because of her morals, was because of how she carries herself. You even said it had to be something bigger that you had to pay attention to because you have a child. So why can't the man that doesn't have any kids see the same thing in a single mom and just accept the fact that she has a kid, as long as the situation is healthy for him? The problem with your statements is you make a lot of blanket statements saying single moms are recreational use only. When I see a single mom, I see a woman that made bad decisions. So you mean to tell me if you're a single dad and you look at a woman that made bad decisions, it's okay now for you to be with her because you're a single dad too? So y'all just two bad decision makers together? Or does things happen? Or
Listen, I just want to talk about this really quick because people always come to me and they be like, Yoni, I made mistakes, but I don't know how to look past them. It's all about what you did after those mistakes. It's not that you made the mistake that makes you such a bad person. It's about how are you moving forward after making those mistakes. Did you learn from the mistakes that you made? Because I always tell you that the reason I'm able to push past my mistakes is because I changed and I learned from the mistakes. So what is there to be embarrassed about? What is there to be ashamed about? I made those mistakes. I made corrections and then I move forward and I'm past it. So to me, it's not that a single mother, you look at a single mother and it's clear she made mistakes. It's like, well, what did she learn? Because like a woman who can make a mistake can be a very wise woman, which means if she's wise, then she's resourceful, she's valuable. But a woman that made a mistake and she didn't learn, she didn't course correct, then yeah, I could agree with you. So it just depends on the woman. It depends on her character. It depends on how she carries herself. It's not that she made the mistake, because if that was the case, well, we need to get on these drug dealers. We need to get on these men that have criminal records. We need to get on how people made a mistake when they were 15, 16 years old, but they were kids, but they made that mistake though. It's like, it really depends on how the person chooses to move forward. What did they learn from making that mistake? That's going to determine whether or not they're valuable to me. It's not that they made the mistake.
Real life.
And then some of y'all need to understand that cheating is not a mistake. Cheating is a choice. Okay.
Outside of you watching me on YouTube right now and him recording his video on the same kind of mic I got, things are different in real life. In real life, there's context. In real life, you find out, okay, she's a single mom, her baby daddy cheated on her. Her baby daddy, he wasn't shit or whatever. So she made the best decision for her and her kid, because her kid shouldn't be seeing this, and she left. She does deserve a chance because she is a dope girl. He missed out on a great human, and the kid is pretty cool too. Newsflash to most of the guys that's watching this video right now. The older you get, the more likely it is that people have at least one kid. All right. So as much as there's already slim pickings out there for people that want to take relationships serious, it becomes even slimmer when you're like, all right, I don't want to look at a woman that even has one child. I don't care the circumstance. I don't care how it happened. I ain't looking at none of y'all.
Oh, you don't need to look for a nurturing aspect, or any type of values from the opposite sex, because you're.
Somebody asked me, who is this dude? I have no idea. Ty Buggy Podcast. This is my first time watching.
Child would need more. Like I said before, I repeat, a lot of the podcasts of which I watch and all of these other red pill type manosphere podcasts, they speak from and me, myself, and I too, we speak from a risk mitigation standpoint, which is a more, we could say, more selfish standpoint. But when you are a father, it's much different. Your actions have to be selfless. I repeat.
Why wasn't this content? Why this is y'all? This is why I don't like social media. Because I literally said that the reason why I don't like social media is because people are giving you advice, but it's not real life. Real life, it's too layered. There are too many nuances. It's just, life is way more complicated. Social media tries to paint this picture. Oh, it's just black and white. Real life is not black and white. And so just like this man said in this video, the reactor, he is saying that life is just not, you can't just look at a single mother and be like, oh, she made a mistake, because she may have made the right choice by leaving the relationship that she was in prior. You can't just look at a single mother and just determine that. That's why I don't like social media, because you're not able to really put in a real context for people to truly understand the nuances of certain situations. Because just to try to paint it with a broad brush and just be like, oh, it's black, or oh, it's white, but it's like, that's not real. That's not real at all. And that's what I have to explain in my mentor sessions, because some girls come to me after watching a video, but I'm like, your situation is way more unique than a YouTube video that I did. I just have to be honest with you. So this one-on-one session is like me going step by step with you about what your options are. And unfortunately, my YouTube video was not going to cover that, because life is just way more complicated than that. Real life situations are just way more complicated than that. So just keep that in mind. Please keep that in mind as a consumer of social media when it comes to some of these people's videos and the content that you're taking in and things like that.
Welcome to No Fugazee Podcast. State your name. Where you from?
Oh yeah, my name is Vontae.
Vontae.
Yes, sir. I'm originally from North Carolina, but I stay in Florida now.
Oh, wrong. He knew he was wrong. But we got more people to bring up, man. And you got to be more team, bro. Like, let's get some real logical thinking people in here. Jacksonville, Florida. You here for the smoke?
A little bit, yeah. One part is the main.
What you got?
So the main smoke issue I have is, so do you not consider yourself, what was the term used? Not high value man, but
top tier?
Yeah, top tier.
So
it's like you're running away from it.
That. No, that's not the point. The point is, and I've never said I was top tier. And I wouldn't consider myself anything but being a man of embodying family values and a man that takes care of the people he loves. I let other people decide that. You can't really make your own value and say like, oh, I'm this or I'm that. Personally, you have to allow other people to do that for you. So when I'm speaking about things, and in that clip when she asked me, are you a top tier man? I said, well, I'm not speaking about myself. I'm in a relationship.
The way this grown man is gaslighting these other grown men, this is a sight to see. You know, 2024, It really came full circle, because it's like 2020 was the Kevin Samuels era, right? And then now in 2024, it's just like, wow. It's just the truth coming out is just so amazing to see to me. I don't know what it is. It's just so amazing to me to see grown men get gaslit by other grown men. And ladies, I have to ask you, do you think this is the reason why men are not able to hold other men accountable, is because they're getting gaslit just like we are? Just a question. Can you answer that in the chat box? Do you think that's the reason they're not holding other men accountable, because they get gaslit like this?
But here's some stats that women are attracted to that I would fit into. 6'4", I'm this. So I give these metrics, these percentiles. And I said that I'm not going to toot my own horn, right? But I'll let you do the math. So to answer your question, no, I've never said I was a top tier man. Do I consider myself a top tier man? I mean, my family and the people that love me, I'm sure they would.
But are you a top tier man to yourself? The man did not answer the question. He said, I've never said it, but this is just based off of what the women say. That is simping, y'all. That is exactly what simping is. It is looking for other people to validate what you already know that you are. He's saying that he cannot classify himself as a top tier man. Other people have to do it for him.
Serious question. Why does this man have such a small platform? Because I can get with men being simps when they seek outside validation, because we call those women pick-me's. So I can get with that. So it seemed like this man got more sense than this weirdo, Fugazi. But it's like I can see. But being a simp for treating women that you're interested in nice or nicely, or you are showing manners or you're showing interest, that's not being a simp. But seeking outside validation from women, okay, I can get with that, because I can get with it when it comes to women being pick-me's. Okay, but that's more sensible to me. Being nice to men does not make you a pick-me. It's when you seek their validation and you're willing to do whatever for their validation. And then treating women nicely does not make you a simp, but seeking their validation or outside validation, I could agree with that. I just don't understand why y'all don't be making these people, these content creators, why don't y'all give them a larger voice? They have sense. If
I say I'm top 10, I'm top 10. That's because crazy. I fit the categories of what I believe is a top tier man. Mm-hmm. The problem with YouTube is YouTube has created a narrative of what the top tier man has to be. So now the problem that this brother is facing is that he doesn't fit that narrative. He has a child and he's dating a single mom. So now you have to sit here and act like, well, I never said it, but the people around me will think it. Bro, what?
That's crazy.
Plain in your face.
I mean, why not own it? Because like I said, you, and I'm with you.
I've never said it though.
I understand that,
Mister. I never said it. Okay,
that's part of the smoke that's going on right here. So, would you consider yourself, out of your own mouth, would you consider yourself a top tier man?
And once again, you're asking me a question that I just answered.
Okay, well, so let me.
And I answered it.
Ladies, back to the manipulation class. I tell y'all all the time that when a man does not answer directly, it's manipulation. If a man does not answer directly, it's a lie. If a man can't answer directly, depending on what the question is, it's probably a no. You know, it's probably a no, or it could be a yes, depending on what the question is. If they don't answer directly, then just reverse psychology the situation, and then you got your answer, okay? So he lied. He's caught in the lie. And instead of him just admitting it like a man, instead of being weak about it, because this is what kills me about people who go out and you say certain things, you do certain things, but you can't back it up. You cannot back it up. And that makes you weak. You are aware that it makes you weak. And so now that people can see that you're weak, what is there to respect? There's nothing to respect. Because now we know that you be talking out of your neck. So you be talking from here. You don't be talking out of here. You be talking from here. And so it's like, well, what is there to respect? He's just talking outside of his neck. Ain't nothing to respect. I grew up and I was told and I was raised that your word is everything. If your word don't mean nothing, you're nothing. You're nothing.
Times.
Yeah, but
so let me ask you a question. Okay. I got a question for you.
You won't answer
because
it, so you're gonna
just
flip
to
the
test your
narrative.
logic, and I don't think you understand. Would you consider yourself a top tier man?
What?
Yes, I would.
Oh.
Okay. And what would
Easy.
make you a top tier man?
Ladies, back to the manipulation 101 class. You see how he flipped it? When they flip it, manipulation.
Man.
At my level, like I said, I'm 6'5". I'm retired at 40. I'm, fairly intelligent, charismatic. I got my shit together. So yeah, at my level, because there are levels within levels, right? You have like a lower class, middle class, upper class. So at my class, yes, I'm top tier. So
now with every woman,
can I just real quick? So
sure.
So and I wanted to go back to the analogy you used, correct? To where you were saying like how, hey, the woman on the podcast, a man could have all of these attributes and all these different things and so on and so forth, right? Virtue,
yes, sir.
All those great things. But at the same time, if he was a bum, she would not talk to him. Why? Because again, the fact that he's a bum would eliminate him from being a top tier man, even though she said exactly all of those attributes and qualities. So that's why I'm saying when you.
So what's your point?
Ladies, I'm not telling y'all to go follow a man on social media. I'm telling the men. All right? Because I know they're going to be all up in here. I'm telling the men to follow him. That's a man's space. I would never send you. Listen, one thing you're going to learn about me, I would never send you to a man's space. That's like sending you to the barbershop, girl. And when you go to the barbershop, it's not a place for us, okay? So I'm telling the men, like, hey, subscribe to his channel. Why don't y'all be listening to him? It sounds like he got some damn sense. You know what I mean? So I'm not talking to the ladies. I'm talking to the men, like, go follow this man, whoever this guy is here. He seemed like he got some sense.
Point.
Okay. So my point is simply the fact of the matter that it's like, you're only riding the fence on this issue, and that's the only issue I have with the situation. Because we're here because even though you didn't say that, and I'm glad that you showed the entire clip,
the full clip.
Yeah, exactly. It was very, very important. But I was look, I was on your side from when this happened, and the dude that kind of looked like a lesbian did the whole TikTok video. That guy.
That's crazy.
So yeah, man. Listen, man. About myself, bro. I'm not the type of guy that big and boast about himself. When girls even ask me, rate yourself from 1 to 10, I'll be like, I'm like a 6.5. I would say like, yeah, I make good money. I'm tall. Women find me attractive, but I know I can still do better. So
I just want to say this. Listen, what is wrong with being average? That's why I gotta ask people, what's wrong with being average? And he lying, y'all, because that's not the energy he was giving on the tonight's Two Nights Conversation podcast. What is wrong? I don't understand what is this obsession with social media, creating this space that is very delusional. What is wrong? What is wrong with just being average? Everyone's rich. Everyone is just able to fly on jets and private. I like somebody tried to call me average, and I was like, what's wrong with that? I think that's you calling me average. That says a lot for me, because my personality is what's gonna knock it out the park. And he was calling me average based off of my look, but I'm based off of how I look. But I'm like, my personality is top tier, duh. So you calling me average? I'm like, what's wrong with that? What is wrong with that? I grew up in Kansas. Like, what's wrong with average? I just don't understand. Y'all, and I'm just joking about Kansas. I actually grew up in Kansas City, but a lot of y'all are gonna think it's Kansas anyway. So I just said Kansas. But I'm saying, like, what is truly wrong with average, y'all? I just don't understand that. Like, why are we trying to, and then it's just this average at best thing. And then there's this crisis when it comes to aging. Have you noticed that? Like, people are, I just saw a 24-year-old girl on TikTok get a facelift. She went and got a facelift at 24. Y'all are trying to reach a level of perfection that I don't want to be a part of that. I'm cool with being average. I'm cool with being normal. I'm cool with having a normal ass life. Do y'all not see how these celebrities are living? I don't want to live like them. They don't even seem happy. So average at best. What is wrong with that? Like, I just don't understand that. I don't get it. I don't get it. And I'm seeing people who are trying to achieve perfection destroy themselves. That's what I'm seeing. And so I'm like, you know what? I don't mind being average. I don't mind living an average life. I don't mind it. If it means I'm not going to destroy myself, I'll be all right with that. Like, you're not hurting my feelings. I'm cool with that. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But some of y'all are like in this, I need to be perfect. I'm reaching for the stars and I need perfection. And it's not even real. And you are ruining yourselves. Just like the whole BBL trend. And you were seeing the girls and they went and got the BBL and now they're coming out and some of them are reminiscing about their old bodies. Like, I seen Queen Naja do it. Like, she was posting some throwbacks of her body before and she's like, I didn't even need it. And it's because some of you are trying to reach this level of perfection that does not exist. And you are destroying yourself. And it's just like, girl, you look good. Like, what are we doing? Society, I'm asking you, what are we doing? We are literally ruining ourselves for social media, for a photo, a video, or for people to perceive us a certain way. And it's just delusional to me. I don't get it. I don't get it.
You just proved the point right there. You just said that you gave your qualities and you said that, well, I'm in this percentile. And that's the standpoint that I was coming from in a woman's eyes. You got to think about it. In a woman's eyes, you know, we would be in a percentile that would make us top tier. Yeah, but in our own eyes, we got to speak about a man. Listen, I want to give you some information. A man. We are in competition. The world is competition. If I think that I'm fully top tier, then there's no other tiers to get to. Then that means that I'm limiting my own beliefs and my own standards and my own motivations and my own ambitions. I don't have that mindset that think that, oh, I'm this guy right now. There's LeBron James, people that make more money. There's other content creators that make more money. There's other people just out there that's in higher tiers, right? So meaning that I come from a standpoint of male self-improvement. I know that I can do better. I'm in a stage of always mastering.
It's a yes or no answer. It's a yes or no. This is word salad. He's just saying a whole lot of words. So are you saying that you need to make $1,001 in order for you to be top tier? Are you saying that you need to be 6'6" in order for you to be top tier? Are you saying that you need to be emotionally intelligent in order for you to be top tier? Are you saying you need a little bit more muscle in order for you? What exactly is top tier at this point? What would make you a top tier man? Is it what ladies think a top tier man is? Then I would also ask, what group of ladies are we talking about? A man should know what a top tier man is. Ooh. Now, I'll break it down. Top tier man is a man that can communicate effectively in all scenarios, can emotionally regulate his emotions and understand the emotions of those that are around him. A man that could defend himself and the people that's around him. A man that could take care of business financially, and when things fall, money's looking funny, he could always figure it out. A man that is spiritually sound, a man that is not led by his temptations, instead by his will and by...
Y'all, I've been hearing red pill for years and I ain't never heard a man hit all the points that I be talking about. I don't even know who this man is. I don't know who this creator is. I stumbled on this video, y'all. I haven't even watched this video. Wow. And how old is he? Because he seemed like he on the younger side. And these 40-year-old, 50-year-old men out here acting a fool. This is crazy. He hit on emotional and spiritual. Damn. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. So listen, to the men that are watching, you need to support this man because this man is actually making the most sense out of everybody. I'm just like, oh my God, finally.
his moral character. Yes, there are more that go into those buckets, but ask yourself, do you fall into that bucket of being a top tier man? So many of y'all want to just say you got to be tall, handsome, and have money. That's it. That's what YouTube is teaching y'all. Tall, handsome, have money, don't have no kids. Yeah, I mean, you're good. Have a lot of girls that like you. It makes you even more attractive. It makes you attractive to girls. It makes you attractive to slow-minded women. Now, I mean, it makes you attractive to the users. It makes you attractive to girls that they spend most of their time on Instagram.
Wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute. Oh my God, we got a smart one. We got a smart one on our hands. Wait a minute. We got a smart one on our hands. Wait a minute, y'all. We got a smart one on our hands. I just gotta be honest, because I be saying this. I'm like, wow, do they not realize that the reason why they keep having the same experiences is because they keep going after their type? The girls that are slow in the mind, that only care about surface level things, that do be on social media all day comparing themselves, wanting to know, like, gosh, I want to look like her. Why is her ass fatter than mine? Like, you know what I mean? Like, those type of girls. And it's like, this is why they keep attracting the users and the girls that want to take advantage of them. I'm like, wow. And this man only has 2,000 subscribers. Because this is not what men want to hear. They don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear the truth because it takes work. It takes a lot of work to present yourself in this top tier fashion in the way that he described, not this weirdo Fugazi, not how he described. Because all that, the emotional and spiritual, and then emotional regulation, what? You know how much work that actually takes? Because it would take so much. This man, when he called True a liar, and I was like, oh my God, I want to crash out. That's that I would have to regulate my emotions to not crash out. And it's like he's saying, in order for you to be a top tier man, you have to do that. Like that's something that you would have to work on, work at, and get in control over it. Crazy.
It makes you attracted to the girls in the shade room comments. But a woman is not just interested in those things. So are you a top tier man? I don't know. You know, you got to ask women. You know, it's not really my job to make that determination. Playing in y'all face. And now playing in.
Let's answer that, ladies. Is this a top tier man? Let's answer that for, is this a top tier man? Hell no, this ain't no top tier man. He's not even quality. He's not quality. He is not quality. He is a pain in my ass. That's what he is. And if I really had to describe him, he would be that pimple on my ass that I'm like, how did I get this pimple on my, he would be a pimple on my ass before anything. Okay? It is a hell no, y'all. It is a hell no. He's not top tier. All right. The braids, the beard, the height. I'm not impressed. Even the 6-figure income, I'm not impressed. He seems like he's so full of himself. Like he's so annoying. Like I would hate to sit down with him and share a space and like have a conversation with him. Even his humor is dry. You see the videos and the videos that he was making with his girlfriend. He ain't even funny. I just know nothing is appealing regarding this man at all. And his thought process is even worse. So absolutely not. I would have to say hell no.
In this guy's face because he's falling for it.
Bring self. So I'm not going to go ahead and put something on me when I'm still working on self. You get it? And I think that you can understand that too. But from a female's eyes, like I even said in that clip, I mean, yeah, make us top tier.
And then he keeps saying females. So you already know what type of girls he's talking about. He's not talking about a quality woman. See, I can always tell when men ain't been around a quality woman because you think all women are females. Let's start with that. You've never been around a woman that will challenge you to be a better man because you keep going after your type that is just a female and you see her as just this female. That's it. You're not around a quality woman, and it's just so obvious to me. Like, it's so obvious. That's why he was calling her a chick earlier. Remember when he said chick? And I was like, Because if you're around a quality woman, she wouldn't even allow that type of language. That type of vocabulary would not be allowed. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So I can always tell you have not been around quality women, because if you have, you would be operating totally different.
So most females from their prerequisites.
My bad. So yeah, so that's what I wanted to point out. But that's why I say you can't give a woman that qualifier. And as much as you speak on the, you know what I'm saying.
And look, Mr. Fantastic is saying woman, right? And then Fugazi is saying female, female, female. I listen to these men when they talk, because I'm going to react to a clip with Cam Newton and Dr. Sarah, and I just be seeing how, like, oh my God, women don't listen to men. It could really save you a lot of heartbreak, a lot of pain, drama, and confusion if you would just listen. But some of you be in the mode of responding, but not actually listening and comprehending what the man is saying, because it could really save you a lot of heartbreak, like a lot of like anger. If just save your energy if you would just sit and just listen, because Cam was telling Dr. Sarah, like, yo, this is what it is. And she was just so busy in her own world, in her own thoughts, just ready to respond. She didn't even hear what this man said. And he literally told her what it is and what it will never be. And she overlooked it because she was just, I'm like, oh my God. Oh my
God. The points that you speak from, you can't let a woman qualify you. You as the man is supposed to be the person established and say, yes,
exactly.
I'm him.
Yeah, you don't. One quick. I don't want you to misinterpret what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you let the woman qualify the man. We're speaking past one another. I'm saying that women are automatically doing that. The man doesn't have value based off what the woman thinks about him. The man doesn't have that value at all. Like, his own manly value doesn't come from what the woman believes. What I'm saying is, the man creates value by the value that he puts out in the marketplace, right? So really, if we're being honest, it's from other men. If we're being honest, because who actually runs the companies and the stuff like that? Who are men competing with?
Once again, he's moving the goalposts. He's moving the goalposts and all these ideas. Fellas, my fellas out there, one of the wisest.
I think it's interesting that this man keeps saying he's moving the goalposts. And ladies, how many times have they done that to you? How many? How many times have they moved the goalposts for you? Okay. 2024, listen, Cat Williams, I don't know what you put out here, but damn. So the goalposts that we've been talking about, how these men keep moving, now men are experiencing the same thing. That's what's happening. So just know that they don't only move the goalposts with us, but they also move the goalposts with them. And now, like I said, there's a lot of role reversal here. There's a lot of role reversal with these two men. And I need the men to understand this is what they be doing to us. This is why we be having those stories, because this is what they do to us. It's crazy. And now he has the balls to do it to men, which is even crazier. And so now I'm starting to think, like, damn, maybe this is why men don't hold other men accountable, because they be lying or they be gaslighting the situation, or they only tell half the truth and not the full truth. Because if they were to tell the full truth, it would show their true character to some of these men. So it seems like some of these men get manipulated just like we do. And if they don't have all the facts or all the details, then it will be easier to do. If they only have a one-sided story, then it will be easier for them to do that then.
Things that a man knows is that he knows nothing. This man thinks that he can't do no wrong. He's constantly doubling back. He's contradicting himself in the same paragraph.
Y'all, he sounds like us. He sounds like us. This is so funny. He sounds exactly like us, y'all. He sounds exactly like us. This is exactly what we've been saying this whole time. This is crazy.
So he's making himself look crazy, bro. There's certain things that you could be like, all right, yeah, you're right. Now, I mean, all right, yeah, maybe, okay, I see what you're saying by that. but he thinks he's right in all these situations to where now he looks crazy and his fan base done turned against him. We are watching this man play in y'all face. So I know I've been talking a lot about the situation, but I want to say something to Cooley real quick. Now, I mean, man to man, family man to family man. My wife does not have any outside children. Now, I mean, she doesn't.
Why?
But to you, I am not knocking you taking care of your family. I am not knocking you taking care of your woman and her kids. I'm not knocking that at all. Now, I mean, and
I can agree. What I have an issue with is you not being real about it.
Anything, I salute that, my brother. Now, I mean, I feel like more men need to be able to step up to the plate when the plate needs some stepping up to. But I feel like you can play a great part in the community of letting men know of what they need to do before dating a single mom. What kind of questions should they ask before dating a single mom? What things to look out for before dating a single mom? Not telling men don't date single moms. They're good for recreational use only because you are dating a single mom. I skipped over it and I didn't throw it in my video because this video would be too long. He also mentioned he was raised by a single mom, but in his podcast, he talks about how most people that are raised.
Remember what I said, that when they go outside of the community and date a single mother, it's because they have mommy issues, and that's why they don't go after the black single mother. Stop internalizing it, sis. Stop internalizing it. It's not you. It's his mother. All right. I don't know what type of relationship they got, but it's his mother. Stop internalizing it. So whenever you see that, you don't think, oh, what's wrong with me? You think, oh, that's him. He got mommy issues. That don't got nothing to do with me. Let me mind my business. Separate yourself. All right. And when you hear these podcasters and they be attacking black single mothers, I need you to automatically think mommy issues, mommy issues. That's what I need you to think. Stop internalizing it like, oh, it's me. It's mommy. All right. Mommy. We always talk about daddy issues. Well, men can have mommy issues, okay? And so a lot of them they will go outside of the community, still look for that mother, right? But they have to do it outside of the community because they can't look for the mother inside of the community because you'll trigger his ass. Duh, you're going to trigger the hell out of him. That is exactly what you're going to do because you're going to remind him of his mother. And it may not even you did anything wrong. It it could just create PTSD for him. And we don't know what they've been through. We don't know what his mother has put him through, because I'm not here to paint their single, like all single mothers to be like innocent and things like that. There are some single mothers that do make bad choices and had their children in some really messed up situations. It just depends. And so that may be the issue. His single mother could have been that single mother who was making bad choices, had him, maybe his siblings in bad situations. And so now he has this thing against black single mothers. And so he goes outside of the community to seek out a non-black single mother because he still yearns for that motherly, nurturing experience that maybe his mother didn't give him. Girl, you never know what it could be. You never know. You will only find out is if you maybe could hear one of his therapy sessions, if he ever went to therapy, maybe. But that's really it. Stop internalizing it. Moving into 2025, ladies, stop internalizing the things that some of these hurt men be saying on social media. They don't have nothing to do with you. If anything, you need to be listening and you need to change your ear and say, oh, so this is what this man has gone through. Because that's how you separate yourself. If you say, oh, he's talking about me. No. He just told you what he went through. And now he thinks everyone is like that. That's what you need to be listening. That's how you need to be listening instead of listening, thinking he's talking to you. And it's a direct message to you. It's not. It's about what he went through, what he experienced, and this is what it is. This may be his trauma or whatever the case may be. But stop internalizing it, though.
It's by single moms or criminals and the whole nine. Is that true? Yes, there are some bad statistics for people that are raised by single moms. But my guy, you have lived through being raised by a single mom and you're making something of yourself. So why not give advice from that perspective? It does no justice to tell men don't date single moms if these single moms need to be dated. Now, I mean, it's not helping the community if these single moms, they're all alone. The future of the world is all these kids that grew up in one parent households. You're not helping anything. And you, to somebody, they may say, well, go back with the baby daddy, like Anton Daniels said. Okay, what happens if the baby daddy is the smack him up type of dude? What I'm saying is, how are you helping the community? You're saying don't date single moms, but yet you're dating a single mom and you look happy. I know what that love feels like. I have that kind of love, except I'm married. So maybe my love is a little bit different. We're not going to get into that.
I don't think he's really trying to help the community. I mean, his choices really show that he's for self and he's doing whatever benefits himself. He doesn't really care for the community at all. Just his choices. The fact that he's in this fetish type of relationship where his mixed babies are being fetishized. And then he's also making content that goes against his lifestyle, really. It doesn't seem like he's the type of guy that's truly for the community at all. So I think the expectation just it shouldn't be there, which is why he shouldn't really have any support. He shouldn't even have as many followers as he has, because he's not really for community. Not community when it comes to Black community, and not the community of men either, because it's like, well, your message doesn't even make sense if you are a contradiction to the message that you're out here giving to other men. It just doesn't even make sense.
What I'm saying is, bro, speak from your experience. Yeah, I mean, speak from your experience and give people the tips and tricks of how to discern the right single mom to date. And that would have avoided this whole situation. Hey, man, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, turn on my post notifications, all that good stuff. Definitely hit that subscribe button. We got to hit 10,000 subscribers now. All right. We done passed 1,000. I'm feeling good about myself. You know what I mean? But yo, we going to hit 10,000. Y'all see, all
right. Well, listen, I'm going to make sure to put his, I'm going to make sure to put a link to his channel for the men that are watching, because I just like it when men make sense, you know? Hold on, why y'all got Anton in the chat? That's another one, but we gonna move on. That's another one. Okay, let me pull up. Okay, not that one. Okay, I have to hold on. I told y'all we gonna be here for a while. Let me pull it up. Hold on, wait. Because I gotta bring up and preach. Okay, let's see what they have to say. So he made a response video, which is what the other content creator had made. He had tagged O'Shea, Jackson, Mr. Let Go, Ab and Preach, and so they responded back to him. So let's see. You know, I was all up in the business. Hold on.
Okay, today's topic. We got a Fresh and Fit clone who got upset at our video recently. Remember that guy who was talking about the single moms and it turned out he was with a single mom and all this stuff?
A Black man playing stepdaddy to some white kids.
He made a response to everybody.
What's his name?
Yeah, Cooney. These guys are not even going to come up with their own thing, just biting off Kevin Samuels and Fresh and Fit. Then I'm not even going to bother to learn their name.
And spin that shit.
Isn't there an irony about a fraud calling his podcast No Fugazee? Isn't that like a next level irony?
That's great.
If these guys were a bit self-aware, they'd actually be hilarious people.
No, for real, because I'm like, that slang term means that something is fake or broken beyond repair. That's what I be like, y'all. That's who y'all following? That's crazy to me. So you can't say he lied to you. I mean, he put the information in your face, but I don't think he was picking up what he was putting down.
Yes.
So he comes out and basically he starts going after everybody who came from, and he's like, you guys are low IQ. You don't know what you're talking about.
Choice since in $2. So why haven't you married her yet? 2016 is 2024. Low IQ people.
Let's go take a listen to what this No Fugazi got to say.
This is your last chance. After this, there's no turning back. You take the blue pill. The story ends.
Oh, the Matrix.
This is so
with the Chinese music, bro. forgot. We're doing some kind of. You have to understand. This is your last. Sorry. You have to understand. This is your last chance. Oh man, it's just.
You know what?
What?
We're all acting, pretending. Let's do it. All right. All right. Let's begin today. Tell me about this blue pill, red pill shit.
You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and you believe whatever you want.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
No.
I can't believe men were out here listening to this man. I'm embarrassed. Y'all, I'm getting secondhand embarrassment. Because this is some corny shit, y'all. This is corny. It's not even the, oh, you cute, kind of corny, funny. It's not. Like, it's cringy. It's very cringy. It's making me uncomfortable.
Hey.
It's the Morpheus thing.
You just laughing because you plugged in. Let's listen, bros.
You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. And I'll show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. It's been a lot of noise in these streets. We're going to explain and expose all the misinformation and propaganda that these reaction channels is doing about Cooley and No Fugazee. One of my tenets are manipulation happens when you focus on the effects instead of going to the root, the cause of things. And many viewers out there have been manipulated by watching these reaction channels from these big platforms. And that was the edited version of the clip. So here's the full version of the clip.
That is the truth.
Okay, so since
I
we're
don't care
speaking
about
about
going broke or none of that.
So since
You
we're
believe
speaking about
you're a top tier man? By what standard?
By what standard?
Mm-hmm.
Well, when I'm in a
interested to know.
relationship, I'm not speaking about myself, but
I'm
I'm
not speaking about myself.
As you can see in that clip, I never said I was a top tier man.
So when you say I'm gonna let you do the math. What are you? Okay, so you're saying I'm not talking about me. I'm not talking about me. Okay,
I'm not saying
but I'm 6'4".
I'm not saying
I make this. Just stop. I was just talking in tears.
The way they try to gaslight other men is insane. Because if we're not talking about you, why are we getting your stats? Why are we getting your stats? And then you know that's how I could tell he one of those washed up, probably had his prime was either in high school or at a JUCO college. Ooh, the shade. JUCO college, right? And he was like the star athlete. I could tell like that's when he gave off what is a top tier man, he gave off his stats. Like he's still in his prime, like he was when he was an athlete back in high school or college. One of them. And then he had to go JUCO because he didn't have the grades. You know what I mean?
Listen here, I'm not saying I'm a top tier YouTuber, but the metrics of a top tier YouTuber are wears a purple jacket, works in a duo, is black, wearing shades. Now, I'm not saying it's me, but I'll let you do the math. You know what I'm saying? Now, I never said I was a top tier YouTuber. You know, I never said it. But, you know, purple jacket, a little bit of, what's this?
Sheep.
Just a little bit of sheep.
It's like,
shut your ass up, bro. But I don't even want to interpret nothing. I don't want to interpret nothing. You know what? Let's do this. You've never claimed to be a top tier man. You never claimed to be top dog, right?
I don't have that mindset that think that, oh, I'm this guy right now. I'll put it like this. Right now, where I'm at in myself in my life, I know that if I wanted to be out.
Listen, the theories about the sunglasses inside, y'all. Y'all know how I feel about the sunglasses inside. Y'all know how I feel about the sunglasses inside, y'all. You know how I feel about that. I be telling you, never trust a man that wears the sunglasses inside. That is not a man you can trust. Because if you got to hide your eyes, you hiding something automatically. Because we inside. Like, why are you wearing sunglasses inside? I cannot stand that. And look at him. You see his drip, though? You see how he got his watch on? He got his chains on. He got his glasses on. Look like he got a fresh little braid up, twist out. I don't take these men serious at all.
out in these streets and be promiscuous, I'll be doing damage to a lot of women. It's gonna be very hard to measure up to a nigga like me. Maybe some years ago, I didn't really have the confidence, but now it's like, it's gonna be extremely hard for a woman to find a man that's better than me.
And y'all gave him the confidence when y'all gave him the platform. Y'all gave him the confidence when y'all gave him the platform. We'll get into where the confidence came from.
Guess what? I know this, because she ain't gonna never find another nigga that's better. It's gonna be extremely hard. Next guy she find better is gonna be Jesus. About myself, bro, I'm not the type of guy that, big and boast about himself.
Bro, you know what you're doing right now? You're doing, like, in your video, you're doing negative gatekeeping.
He's doing Fugazi.
Yes, that's what you're doing. That is exactly what you're doing.
I don't even understand the point of this. If you think you top dog, then just say it. Why are you doing this fake humble thing because you getting called out? You look two-faced. You look like a clown. That's why your fan base calling you out. Yes, that's what you think you are. It's like the Fresh and Fit clowns, right? They were calling everybody betas. And then everyone kept referring them to alpha males. And they were like, I never said I was an alpha male. Then why are you calling people betas? Are you trying to insult people with what you think you are? And now you're asking us to delete our memory, to forget what we're hearing and seeing, and then listen to your dumb ass. I'm just saying, alpha male goofballs like this love saying, hey.
Now, how many men have done this to you, ladies, where they just want us to forget our memory and we don't know what we're talking about? We didn't see what we saw. I don't know what we saw, but we didn't see the truth because we're trying to address them and call them out on their bullshit and their BS. And we're just supposed to delete what we saw from our memory. And now we're crazy because we're calling them out. This is crazy. I feel like I'm in a Twilight Zone. I really do. I feel like this is a Twilight Zone. I don't know what's going on. It's almost like women, there's a mirror being held up to you, right? And you're starting to see that not all women are innocent, right? And then men, a mirror is being held up to you as well. And you're starting to see that some of these men are fucking weird. That's what it is. And I see it on both sides. Like I really do. I really do. And at this point, if you're going to perceive me a certain way, I need you to see me sitting at a lunch table by myself. Because I can't be with the red pillars. They're weird. And I can't even sit with the Black women's empowering space because it's all about competition and knocking the next Black woman down so the other Black woman can be at the top. It's some crab in the buckets type shit. So sit me at a table by myself. That's where I want to be. I don't want to be on neither side. I think both sides have their issues. Just sit me at a damn table by myself and I'm going to make it work. Like this is my lane. Just sit me at the table by my damn self because I can't even vouch for these people out here. I can't. I don't know what they be doing offline in their spare time. I don't know them like that. So just sit me at a table. Just sit me by myself because this is just getting ridiculous. This is just ridiculous.
Women don't take accountability well. But women are emotional. And this dude is contorting backwards like he's in Cirque du Soleil trying to tell me he ain't sniffing his own asshole. I mean, I feel like that's what them circus people always do it. They have a ball, but in my head, I'm like, you just wanted to sniff your butt, didn't you?
on company time.
Yeah, on company time. Like everyone clapping, but ain't you just sniffing your butt? I mean, I sniff my butt too, but I just go a quick wipe, We all do that sometimes.
What?
You've never No. Never? Cap. Cap. What's wrong with you? Is this one of them situations where everyone pretends they didn't do something that we've all done?
No, because you say butt. I scratch my balls and do that.
Let's stop, pretending like we're not part of the crew.
Oh my God.
And it's just to be able to check, is my shit sank? Okay, I gotta go take care of that ASAP.
You're doing some negative gatekeeping. This motherfucker make me think of a single mother that don't have that get a call from the baby dad. The negative gatekeeping is hello. Here, your father. You didn't call the kid father an asshole, but your whole demeanor said asshole. You don't have to say stuff to say stuff.
Yep.
As you can also see in that clip, the woman, she spoke about values. So what that woman just stated was manipulation.
Bro, if you say manipulation like that one more time.
Manipulation.
Y'all have been manipulated.
I don't mind it.
No,
I don't mind it.
I appreciate you being patient with that shit. I mean, that's because you're being manipulated right now.
No, it's not because I'm being manipulated. It's just because, sometimes the parameters are different.
Yeah. You try to manipulate the crowd, manipulate the crowd and listen to the fucking saying. So.
But this is the dude that y'all follow, fellas. This is the rhetoric that y'all subscribe to from hypocrites.
So as you all just witnessed in that clip, it shows that, Cooley is saying these things about not dating a single mom, but he's actually dating one. So hypocritical. Well, let's actually play some clips where I always speak about these things on my podcast, and I've never lied about my life. And I have almost 2 million followers on TikTok where it shows my personal life. So how can they be exposing anything when I put this out there for the world to see? And I've spoke about these things many times on my podcast.
And this is why y'all need to understand this. The grifters particularly are one way on TikTok, and then they're another way on YouTube, because they're targeting the younger audience in a certain way. And I'm gonna be real with you. It's easier to manipulate people on TikTok because it's a younger audience, but they can't show up the same way that they show up on YouTube. Because there was another situation with another content creator that happened to be in the Black women's empowering space that was doing the same shit, but no one could really call her out on it because those live streams that she was doing when she was doing the weird shit, no one could screen grab it. Then when people started to screen grab the contradiction and started posting this shit on YouTube, now people don't really fool with her on YouTube. So it's like, come on now. Like, everyone acts differently depending, I would say, even how I show up on TikTok, how I show up, depending on where I'm at in the space, I know the type of audience that I have. So I know what my audience is going to be like on Patreon and what they're into, which is the spiritual stuff, versus my YouTube channel. They want to see me react. They want to see me give my opinion. And then on TikTok, it's more of like a key type situation. In Instagram, it was a key type situation. But my thing is, grifters don't show themselves the same way, and they have a different message depending on the platform, because it's easier to grift that way. It's easier to make that money that way. It is, because on how you scam, there was a woman that scammed on this platform when it came to a whole conference, and she was able to get away with it. But then all of a sudden on TikTok, she's innocent. No one knows about that, and I don't see anyone really talking about it. But at this point, it's like, listen, if you gonna fall for the bullshit, hey, it is what it is. At this point, a hustler gonna hustle, and it is what it is. And if you can't see that people are hustling you, then I can see why you feel like you need this type of content, because being manipulative and someone teaching you manipulation, the reason why they're good at it is probably because they're manipulator. And I've told y'all this several times, that I could easily come on here and manipulate y'all. I could easily come on here and scam you. I know what your weaknesses are. I know what you're insecure about. And I know how easy it would be. But I'm not a manipulator, which is why I'm not out here trying to sell y'all every 5 seconds. I need to sell you something. And then people get an attitude where I'll be like, well, there's nothing to really sell you, because a lot of the work is free. It's eternal. So that means there's nothing I need to sell you. Either you really want it and you want to change your life and you're going to set out to do that, or you want me to sell you a gimmick and charge you $100 to $200 because you really believe that you think you need something from me in order for you to make these changes, when really you just need to be dedicated to yourself. That's it. That is it. So let's be real about that. Like that, all these people out here trying to sell you this and sell you that, sell you this and sell you, it's just a gimmick. That is it. And if I wanted to be one of those content creators that sold you a gimmick, then I would have did that shit with flat tummy tea, boom bob, the waist trainers, whatever else they had out here. And I could have easily grifted, could have did this and could have did that. But I don't believe in selling people gimmicks, because it's not real solutions. If it was real solutions, all right, cool. But it's not a real solution. Real solutions, it takes you actually looking at yourself and the things that you want to change and make those changes. There's nothing that I need to sell you. You could go and get the surgery, but it doesn't mean that you're going to have the body that you truly desire, because it's going to take you going to the gym, showing up for yourself every day, being consistent, creating that momentum for you to truly get the body that you want. So there's nothing to sell you, just a gimmick. That's it. And I'm going to keep seeing people just get manipulated and get finessed over gimmicks. That's it. So this is another man. He's out here selling gimmicks on a podcast. I mean, Fresh and Fit was doing the same thing. So it is what it is. Scammers exist. in all spaces, it is what it is.
You're in the 18th percentile, like myself. I have full custody of my kid, right? Difference between me and you is I met my girl when we got together when we were 25. Yeah. So yes, we both had children. So we came into the relationship with children, but I was young and she was young. You get what I'm saying? So I didn't have to build on anything. We were kind of just young together.
I think it's interesting how he keeps saying she's young, but he never says her age.
Figuring things out. Okay, so now you just heard that clip where you got the truth now. Now let's get into another clip.
Because I have a feeling that this woman is older. I have a feeling that this woman is older than him.
Where I actually tell men that don't have any kids not to date single moms. Men that do have kids that have full custody of their kids, that's an exception to the rule if you have full custody of your kids, because only 18% of fathers win custody battles. So you're in the exception, man. And when you have full custody of your kid, women that don't have kids necessarily don't understand the obligations that it takes when having kids. There's many red flags that those single moms be having. So still try to avoid them. But if you can find one that doesn't have all of those red flags, but you have a kid, maybe it's not a bad idea. But still, it's nonsensical to even say, because
Arlette, I'm confused on your question.
Generally speaking, most of them do. I just happen to be the exception to the rule, and my girl happens to be the exception to the rule. With that being said, I still recommend you guys.
All this yapping just to say I'm the exception and she's the exception.
Bro, you know what it is? You know what that is?
Rules for thee, not for me.
You know what that is? Multiverse. That's what that is.
Yeah, this is the Marvel version of the multiverse for red pill nerds.
That's what it is.
You know what? This speech he's giving right now isn't the worst. The problem is that when these guys run their podcast and they in front of these women, they flagrant. And when women claim that they're the exception to the rule, these guys clown the women. They laugh at them. Everybody thinks they're the exception to all these rules. Everybody thinks they're the exception to every kind of problem, right? And the problem is you've just been out here being loud and disrespectful to people based off of your rigid ideology. So you want to be given the grace that you don't give to half the single moms you invite on your pod. What if they all feel like they're the exception to the rule? You don't know their life.
So realistically, if your value is high enough and you can dictate a lot of terms in a relationship, don't date any single moms. You get a woman without.
I just need y'all to really look at this man. Look at how he dresses. Look at how he carries himself. Like, please. Oh my gosh. Just these are the men that you really avoid. Like, seriously. They're insecure as hell. Like, that's why you avoid them. They're very, very insecure.
Without any kids. If you have a kid and your value is high enough to still dictate terms in a relationship, still don't get a woman with kids because it's going to be a headache, right?
Nah. The backpedaling is real.
Right? Because, okay, like the woman said on the panel, if you fall in love with Lil Ray Ray and then she breaks up with you, then now you can't even, and you raise Lil Ray Ray, now you can't even see Lil Ray Ray. And then a multitude of other things that if you're in a relationship with a single mother, normally, if your value isn't high enough and she doesn't admire you and look to you for, guidance and stuff like that, she's not going to let you discipline her kids. She's gonna be like, oh, no, hit my babies, those my babies.
This is about being able to hit kids.
I mean, when you put it like that.
If you're not high value enough, she won't look up to you and she won't let you hit her kids.
You can't whoop them ass.
Wait, is that what this is about?
Normally, in most situations. So you want to make sure your value is high enough so you can dictate certain terms in a relationship where if you are going to date a single mother and you don't have any kids, it'll go smooth, but I don't recommend doing it. Don't do it at all. If you do.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but can we start to be honest that the women that go onto these platforms, like, I don't think that they are, I don't think they have their wits. That's what I'm gonna say. I don't think that they have been challenged enough intellectually to really, 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 really have a conversation about some of the things that they're saying. Because it really blows me. I don't even think it's low self-esteem. I think it's the educational system. I think it's failed them. And I think that they also probably didn't have the best upbringing. And they are they're being exploited, but then they're also exploiting themselves for money because maybe they're chasing a lifestyle, or maybe it's survival. I really don't know. But I'm just like, wow, I could never sit in a room like this, hearing a man say this and not say anything at all. But then again, I wouldn't even put myself in a room where I don't put myself in rooms with men that I believe don't respect women or don't have respect for women. And I've been invited to certain podcasts, but if I've looked at your content and I'm seeing how you treat other women on your platform, I'm just going to assume that you don't respect women. You don't have a level of respect for women. So why would I want to go into your space? I wouldn't. I don't even see the point. I don't see the purpose. So I don't know. It really blows me that, and that's why I never reacted to a homegirl that was on Fresh and Fit, and she got into that little altercation in the elevator, and she was called the N-word with the hard R. And I'm just like, sis, you knew about the Asian doll situation, but yet you still put yourself in that environment to be disrespected, because you already knew that this platform, the space that you're entering into, doesn't respect Black women, doesn't respect women as a whole, yet you still put yourself in that space. I'm not going to play Superwoman and come in and try to help you and save the day, because you knew better, but you chose to put yourself in that situation. So I saw it on Twitter, X, and I was just like, I'm not getting involved in this. Like, why would you even go on that show? Like, why? It's just, and yes, all money ain't good money. So have some morals and principles about yourself. Otherwise, you will be disrespected. If you don't raise your standards, like having principles and morals about yourself, then yeah, like you're going to be more prone to disrespect, because you're not creating that boundary to protect yourself, to avoid that type of disrespect or that level of disrespect. You're subjecting yourself to it. So I'm assuming now, whenever I see women on the Fresh and Fit podcast, I'm just assuming that you want to be disrespected. I'm assuming that that's how you want to be talked to. That's how you want to be treated. Because women who really see the value in themselves avoid spaces like that. We don't enter spaces like that. We're not respected. We're not valued at all. So what's the point of having a conversation? There is no point. There's no purpose. There's no purpose. Be more intentional with how you choose to show up in certain spaces and use your voice. Don't use your voice in spaces where you're not even valuable.
You have a kid, it may be here's where it would be okay to date a mother that has a kid, because to date a woman that has a kid, because then it's like, okay, she has a kid already, so she knows how to give love to kids. She already knows how to nurture already. So there's pros on that side. If you're a man and you have a kid, dating a woman that has a kid too, it'll be some pros there. And it's gonna be a lot of pros with the kids can have a kid. And
I remember I told you that that's the real reason why he sees value in single mothers, even though it goes against his message on his platform. This is how he really feels though. But he knows that that's not going to get him the clout. That's not going to get him the viral moment. That's not going to get him the clicks and the views. He knows that there's value in single mothers. He knows that there's structure. He knows that he can see his child being nurtured and taken care of as a single father. So he sees the value in a single mother. I don't even know why he's out here. Like, it just pisses me off.
Other kid to play with. It's a multitude of things you'll see if you are that man that has a kid and you're going to choose to date a woman that has another kid. But yeah, man, just stay away from single moms.
So essentially, listen, he gonna talk however he wants to talk. He will say whatever he wants to say. He says because he got a kid and makes his lifestyle okay. Here's what I'll say: maybe you just don't spend all that time on your podcast shitting on single moms. You can make all the exceptions. You could try to put all the little caveats in the rules.
You can explain it how you want. You can try to squeeze it how you want it. Pause. You can try to finesse your way. People don't see it. People are not that stupid. Also, I'm glad that people are not that stupid and they can see it. Go ahead.
One comment he made that was always very telling to me. He said,
character, because single mothers normally don't have good character, generally speaking, because they chose the wrong man, meaning that they normally broke up the relationship. They initiated the breakup. So they show single moms show the worst characteristic traits, to be honest.
Y'all, now I listen, ladies. Remember when I said change your ear? Okay, some of you have a ear where you hear things, you get triggered, and then you start to internalize. The ear that I'm hearing, the ear that I'm listening to with is he's either talking about his mother or he's talking about the mother of his firstborn child. Okay, he's not talking about you. He's not. He's talking about either his mother or his firstborn, one of the two. Okay, so let's replay that because I need y'all to understand that. Change your ear. Your ear is coming from a place where you feel like you got to internalize because maybe you're a single mother or maybe you can relate to a certain degree, right? But really, he's either talking about his mother or he's talking about his firstborn child's mother.
Because single mothers normally don't have good character, generally speaking, because they chose the wrong man, meaning that they normally broke up the relationship. They initiated the breakup. So
So either his mother broke up the relationship, initiated the breakup of the relationship, or his firstborn child's mother did that. And he seems maybe upset about it. Y'all see the hands? I'm sorry. It's just such a distraction. Like, what is that? What is that? That drives me insane. Anyway, focus. Either he's bitter about how his first child's mother ended the relationship, initiated the ending of the relationship. But then could you imagine being in a relationship with this man? He's a manipulator, he's a gaslighter, he's a liar. So I'm gonna say it's his first child's mother that he's referring to. I'm gonna go with that. I don't even think it's his mother. I think it's his first child's mother that initiated this breakup or this separation. I'm telling you, he got weird hands to me.
Single moms show the worst characteristic traits, to be honest. I'll explain why. Because if they had good characteristic traits, they would be with the baby father.
So he's upset that he got left by his first baby mama's. He got left by his first child's mother. It could be a combination of both. Like maybe he's seen a pattern with this. Maybe his mother initiated the separation from his father, or maybe and then his first child's mother's initiated the separation as well. So now he has this warped perspective that single mothers, they're all the same and they all make bad choices because they're the ones that initiate these breakups for no reason too. For no reason. But then again, this is the type of man that's trying to gaslight the entire internet about the message that he was putting out here. So I can only imagine why these separations were initiated. And then he probably doesn't know the backstory when it comes to his father and why maybe his mother initiated the separation. But he's blaming her for that. And he's not really asking maybe why. Because what I need men to understand, a woman who is having a child with a man is pretty much settled. Like she's settling down, she's nesting. So for her to break out of that, for her to separate herself, it has to be something major, I'm not going to say in all cases, but that is one thing that I believe all women have in common. It's like, if we choose to have a baby by a man, we are like, the thought of us having a baby is we're not going anywhere. It's not, oh yeah, let me drop off this baby and then I'm gonna be out. Like what? Like that's crazy. So his ideology, his opinion on single mothers doesn't even make sense if he truly understood the nature of women, especially the nature of women with kids. So it doesn't even make sense to me. He sounds hurt, honestly. And I need the girls to hear the hurt instead of internalizing and thinking he's talking about you, because he's not. He's talking about himself, his experience. And like I said, it's either his mother or his firstborn child's mother.
Does your girl got bad character?
I'm the exception.
And she's the exception too. She left for a valid reason. All the other single moms?
Nah, trash. Come on now.
And what about you? Do you have good character? Because you could make it. I'm not going to make any aspersions on your character. I don't know the situation. Maybe the baby mom's drug addicted. Maybe she passed away. Who knows? You don't know. But you're comfortable talking about single moms so confidently without.
And I don't understand, like, why don't these men that be impregnating women, why don't they have bad character? That's what I don't understand. Like, doesn't it go both ways?
Knowing the situation. So you want to be seen as an individual, right? And you want to be given some grace because of the details of your life and whatever's going on. And that's fair, but you don't accord that to other people. I just think that's interesting. You want everyone to treat you the way you don't treat everybody else.
Everybody's a group. I'm the exception.
You think you top tier?
I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I do not give a fuck.
But I think we're top tier as a YouTube duo.
That's a different thing.
Listen, I'm not saying. Listen, I'm already working. I'm not saying we're top tier. But you know what I'm saying? If you two black males, approximately close to the same height, one wearing a purple jacket, one wearing a black jacket, both got forms of glasses on. One with dreads, one with short hair, just to contrast it. Those are the metrics that a YouTube audience would look for in a top tier YouTube duo. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just gonna say one thing.
Now, I'm not saying that's us, but I'll let you do the math.
I'm just gonna say one last thing.
Yeah.
Don't ever, under any circumstances, get an Ethiopian co-host. I'm the exception, but don't do it.
Yo, I'm done. I'm glad that the response was comedy. I'm glad that they didn't even take that man serious, because there's nothing to take serious about him. He is for entertainment purposes only at this point. Okay, let's move on, because I wanted to show y'all this. Hold on, let me see. I told y'all he was the one that was the weirdo. Hold on, let me pull it up. I know some of the girls are going to be like, I don't want to see Mr. Let Go. Oh, okay. I can't stand him either. He just,
tripping, bro. You saying dumb. I'm looking at his brother. So that's when I look at his brother. We're going to play it some more.
Think about it, right? We only have words. Yo, Cliff, chill. Cliff, chill. Nah, chill. I don't care what you're talking about, bro. Chill.
See, he said.
But ladies, I need to remember. I gave a story time on my TikTok, and remember when I said I can always tell who's truly either the Sigma male or the alpha male in the room. He's the beta male. It's so easy to point out. Okay, you see how his whole demeanor is different. If we go back to Ab and Preach, did you see how his demeanor was? It was very fake, but he was trying to portray himself to be alpha. Okay. But when a real alpha male is in the room, or when a Sigma male, because a lot of you women, y'all be sleeping on the Sigma males. I'm more attracted to the Sigma males than I am the alpha males. But that's a conversation for another day. But whenever they're truly in the presence of an alpha male or a Sigma male, you can instantly, like, you could just see it. You could just see it. It's like their mask falls and they look small. I don't know. Their aura is smaller. Their energy is smaller. Everything about them is just shrinked. Like it's just shriveled up.
If his brother was about to fight my brother, I don't care what you talking about. Chill. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I know you big bro, but chill, dog. You my brother. Chill. In the back, chill, bro. Really.
You see how his demeanor is compared. You see how his demeanor is. You see how his demeanor is totally different. I've been in situations. Listen, ladies, look into Sigma males. Sigma males are so slept on. Like, honestly, everyone wants the alpha male, but honestly, I'm more of a Sigma girl myself. Look into Sigma males. Sigma males are more independent. They are lone wolves. Like, they're like popular loners. They're like kind of like that. They maneuver through life kind of like differently. Okay. Alphas are really big on dictatorship and wanting to lead the pack, where the Sigma is more so, I'm gonna go off and do my own thing, and then people follow behind me because they see what I'm doing, and they see what I'm doing is smart, or it's intelligent, or it makes sense, or it's logical. So then like people will follow behind them, but really they're lone wolves. Like, they kind of move solo. They don't like crowds. They don't like being responsible for a bunch of different people. I actually like it. Okay. I feel like the alpha males are really big on, they have like that God complex. Sigma males are not really about that. They're solo. They're solo riders. Like, that's the best way to explain it. All right. And they don't play into the social hierarchies, because they don't care about the social hierarchies, because they go off and they do their own thing. So yeah. All right. But I wanted you to see, like, when a beta male is in the presence of a either alpha or a Sigma male, because do you see how he's so small now? But I'll try to pull it up so we can compare.
Yo, you don't even know what's going on. It's way above you. Way above you right now, bro.
Way up disrespectful, bro. It's way above you. He trying to call his own brother dumb,
bro, and that's why his brother got mad.
Yeah.
If his brother was just disagreeing with what he was saying, which prompted him to say, "Bro, you don't know what you're talking about, bro. It's way above you. It's way above you."
Yeah.
That set his brother off. How was his brother finna beat me and my brother up? Now watch when his brother walked toward the camera. It's a quick shot, but he took it off me so fast that I'm still sitting there chilling. He's not. How he gonna beat my brother? He finna beat my brother up, but he walking towards you finna fight you.
Like a Sigma male is very stoic, very, very stoic. They're not really center of attention. Not really. They're very low key, actually. They're like the opposite of an alpha male, but they carry very similar traits simply because people do follow them, but they don't wake up like, oh, I need to lead. It's more so they kind of lead based off of their character, their behavior, how they operate, how they show up. Whereas the alpha male, when he wakes up in the morning, he is setting out to lead other men. It's different. I just noticed that I'm more attracted to the Sigma male than the alpha male, but that's a conversation for another day. But I wanted to show y'all the difference in demeanors. Hold on, let me show you. This is how he was sitting when he was around those women, right? This is how his posture and everything is just more confident. It's different, right? But look at how he's sitting in the presence of a true alpha or Sigma male. He's more feminine. So I gave a story time on my TikTok where I happened to be out and I was invited to, it was like a little kickback, and I was invited by a man, and quickly when I entered the room, there were other men there. So whenever I enter rooms and there's like a group of men in there, I'm trying to see who's in charge, because then I know who's the authority figure. It's just something that I do. It's just something I do. It's based off of how I was raised. All right. When you step into somebody's home or somebody's space, you look for the person that is the host or the authority figure, the person that's in charge. So that's just automatically what I do. So the man that I came with, I quickly realized, oh, he's a beta male, and instantly was turned off, and instantly I was unattracted to him. And that's just me being honest. Quickly saw who the alpha was, and I quickly saw who the Sigma male was. And so I ended up, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I ditched them. I ditched them. I was like, oh, I mean, you're cool or whatever. Thank you for inviting me. And then I ended up going to the men that were in charge, because why would I want to be with you? I'm just saying, like, that's one thing that I pride myself on, but I also respect the man that's in charge, because why would I go to the man that's not in charge? He's taking orders from the man that is in charge. I might as well go to the man that's the one out here calling the shots. Like, why would I talk to you? So that's just something that I look for, but you can just tell, like, their demeanor is totally different. And then from the Sigma male versus the alpha male, their demeanors are totally different. I noticed that the alpha male is more center of attention. It's more outwardly boastful, versus the Sigma male is very independent, doesn't take orders from the alpha male, but also will assert himself differently as well. So let me show you. Let's continue though. Let's continue. Because the Sigma male is like, I'm not taking orders from the alpha male, but I also won't create like drama, like unnecessary drama. Like that's typically how the Sigma males kind of operate. The high vibrational ones, y'all.
Let's see now.
Bro, I don't care about none of that. Let this rock, bro. Chill. You on the back, chill. Throw the camera on me. We're going to end it right here. So at the end of the day right now, we about to end the podcast because it's whatever it is.
Do you see how he's all sunken in? Like his energy is all like sunken down. I just need the girls I need y'all to peep this, okay? Because some of y'all be getting swindled by a beta, and I'm just like, how? But you see how his posture is different here? You see the difference? I don't really talk about this, but I can always tell. You're not in charge. Show me the man that's in charge. Oh, he's in charge. He's in charge. Because I don't want to talk to the man that's not in charge. I don't even want to pay the man that's not in charge any attention. Like, I'm sorry. That may be harsh. It may be mean, but it's just the truth. It's just the truth. Okay. Do you see the difference?
That nigga sucked my.
Look, somebody said I was quiet. Yeah, because he ain't talking to me.
He ain't talking to him. Why he gonna say something?
Well, I need to help you.
Yeah, his brother about to beat his ass. I ain't gonna say nothing. I want to look at the show.
Look, my arm never moved, bro. I'm not sweating nothing in here. Check me out.
So look, throw the camera on me real quick. We're gonna end it right now. So at the end of the day, I get what you're talking about. I get what you're talking about. I get what you're talking about.
And listen, I'm gonna tell you, based off of this scene, it's really giving alpha male. Okay. It's giving alpha male because sigmas they don't play into the social hierarchies as much as alpha males do. Like alpha males feel like they have to protect their manhood, they have to protect their reputation. The sigma male may operate differently, where he doesn't feel the need to flex his manhood by addressing the situation. Like he may just actually like walk away from the situation and just leave the situation alone because he is seeing that this beta male is just acting out. So it's like, why even approach the situation? Why even address the situation at all? I'm gonna just walk away. So that's the difference. That is the difference. I feel like sigma males have more of a quiet confidence, and I feel like alpha males, and again, when we're having this conversation, it's high vibrational, y'all. There are low vibrational sigmas, there are low vibrational alphas, there's low vibrational men. I'm talking about high vibrational sigmas, high vibrational alpha males, okay? That's the example that I'm giving. But based off of this situation and how this man is like, you're not about to play with me when it comes to my manhood. You think you tough, I'm about to really show you. That's an alpha male, okay?
What's way above me?
Chill, dog.
Stupid shit, man.
What are you doing, Cootie Cat? Where you going?
He said, bro, you saying stupid shit right now. I want you to fuck out. How is he finna beat me and my brother up, fam? He finna whoop your ass.
And Cootie Cat running. Where Cootie Cat go?
You running.
Shout out to Cootie Cat.
Hold on, let's rewind it. Let me take it back a little bit. I'm just a little. Listen to what he said. He said, bro, you.
That's why I be trying to tell the girls. Everybody be like, oh, I want to be alpha. I want the alpha male. I don't. They need too much attention for me, and it's just too much. It's not for me. But some girls, they like that. You know, they like that. I know a Leo alpha. I know the Leo alphas get on my damn nerves. I cannot stand them. We would never work. But there are the sigmas, though. I like the sigmas. I do. I really like them. They're very quiet, laid back. They show their assertiveness differently.
Saying dumb shit, bro. I would knock you the fuck out right now. Check me out. This him now. He ain't talking to me.
Chill, dog.
Saying stupid shit, man.
You ain't gonna do nothing, bro. You ain't gonna do nothing. You good, bro. You in the camera right.
Hold on. You missed it. Look at me now. You see my arm. Cause he got the camera off me so fast.
This dude is a cornball, y'all.
He ran so fast when his brother walked up to him, bro. He ran so fast. Check me out.
Bro, what's way above me?
Chill, dog.
Chill.
What you doing, bro?
You ain't gonna do nothing. You good, bro. You in the.
Look at my arm.
Look, he chilling.
I'm chilling.
Yeah.
You see, that's what I'm saying, bro.
I will also say, too, ladies, that the younger brother or the youngest will always be more feminine. All right. They will always be a little more feminine. Now, for some, it depends on the type of man you're looking for. For some women, you may like that. Okay. But for some, and really, it depends on their maturity level, honestly. But I'm gonna be real with you. I like the older brother because the older brother tends to be more mature because he had younger siblings. But I'm not gonna lie, there are some younger brothers that have a good maturity level, but they still tend to be more in their feminine energy. and the older brother tends to be more in their masculine energy. It's just something that I've noticed amongst brothers.
How he finna whoop me and my brother? I'm chilling.
What's up?
I'm relaxed. I ain't got a problem in the world. I ain't scared at all. I don't have a care in the world. The only thing I was missing was some popcorn. I was finna watch his brother beat his ass. Even after the show, his brother was like, bro, nah, you was saying dumb. Ooh. And I told him, I said, bro, what you said to your brother, bro, I would have been mad too if I was him, bro. What you mean wave above you like he's dumb or something? He was supposed to react that way. But you don't understand how you speak because you think you can control the narrative. That's why
I couldn't even say that to my brother, my older brother. I couldn't say that. That's disrespectful. But that just tells me that he got beside himself and he allowed his online persona to get the best of him. And now he's about to get embarrassed. Literally, he's getting embarrassed.
But he on his show talking about we was finna get whooped.
Now, mind you, which I think is absolutely hilarious.
Okay, so I wanted to show y'all that because I just wanted to show y'all that is he gets this Fugazi, this David Cooley, whatever the hell his name is, he gets his confidence from social media. A lot of these men in the red pill community get their confidence from social media. They would even feel as confident as they feel if it wasn't for the clicks, the views, the clout, and all of that. They get their confidence from social media. So I just wanted to end it on that note. Please give this video a thumbs up. And like I said, this is going to be a playlist on my platform. So once we see more red pillars get exposed, because they will, especially going into 2025, I will be updating this playlist. So you ladies enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you for tuning in. Also to the men that are watching, thank you for tuning in. And I hope to see you in my next one.